Not a change, not a gift I can claim. Never void, just a tool and it's not mine. Are you cold? Is it ice in my soul? The chill from what you find. I don't care if the frost leads you there. It will burn and the sear carries no shame. Status quo is a thing I don't know. I exist to thread the same. Don't ask who would I be, who would I be, who would I be? Oh, who would I be, who would I be if I escaped the freeze? If you melted the snow, you would still know there is a blade heaven made deep inside me. The hell I dispel as your world fell shatters. It all comes crashing down. You can let me be your bodyguard. I will take the blows when they come hard. I will be your wall. I'll take it all. I'll take it all. I will be the glacier that they climb. I will keep you safe and hard to find. Frozen to the ground, won't let you drown, won't let you There's a shadow, I can't keep at bay in my past, but I don't let it shake me. Cut the cord with the edge of my sword, but I'll never find the screw. That's the key to the fortress, you see. When it all knocks me down, I'm still upright. I'm the bite in the wind, just your back. I'm the creature born to fight. Don't ask who would I be, who would I be, who would I be? Oh, who would I be, who would I be if I escaped the freeze? In the flurry of steel, there's a new deal. Taking the fight, overflight for protection.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is good. We've got the day right. The day is correct. Arknights' new story is out. New event. Let's go. Shoo! She's finally released. She is finally released. Bum, 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 bum. Now I did see, actually, before we hop into the game, I did see someone suggested to check out the music video that came out with her. So I do have this up. It's actually a pretty short music video. We will check this out and see what this is all about before we hop in, because it has me intrigued. It has me intrigued. That is what we're after. Boom, boom. Full screen that bad boy. Pause the music. Unmute. And let's give this a watch. Let's see what this is all about. Yeah, this is the right one, I think. I think this is the right one. Ask what I seek. Let's go. Dum, dum, dum. Eh? Who's that? Wait, is that one of the other Sui siblings? Oh, it's literally a stick in her hair. I just realized that. Ooh. She almost has like this Aztec god vibe to her. Green. Oh my god, that bass line went for a long time. Damn! Okay. That was Dusk's coloring, huh? Damn, that's a big sound, man. That's great. Damn. Damn, she real proud about farming, man. She real proud. Nice. No, that was cool. That was cool. All right, though. Now we have the actual game. We're loaded in. We're ready to go. Shoop. Boom. Unmute. Oh, unmute. Hit the unmute button. There we go. Full screen this bad boy. And we in. Oh, a 10 roll. I'll take that 10 roll. Oh, so this is a major event then. Ooh, okay. Okay. What else we got? I think that's perhaps our operators have something to say on this festive day. Or happy anniversary. Ooh, even more random. Ooh, what is this? Switch to vertical. Share. What is this? Out old year, all rid be spirits. Okay, let's see what this is. Lee, want to sit a while and have something to eat? I'm cooking. You say it's rare that I'm not looking for a peace and quiet. Well, it's not such a bad thing to have one day each year for gatherings and festivities. Keeps the warmth in the air, you know. Okay. Mr. Nothing. Okay. There you are, Doctor. I was thinking about divining your fortune for the new year. You want to know about the past? Ah, but each person's past is their own to discover. Here, have some walnuts. And don't worry too much about it. What does add to blessings mean? Dusk. Of course I know there's a festival going on. How could I miss all that noise and commotion? Clear out the old? Tradition? What a contradiction. Why set a fixed date every year if you really want to clear out the old? A new chapter writes itself whenever inspiration comes. True. So wait, if I hit add blessings... Well, I assume we can go back. Okay, we can go back. Who else we got? Oh, we're back. Alright, we're adding her to blessings. What does this do? What does it do? Festival sign-in? Oh, so each day I get to add another character to this and then something happens? Okay. During the event, emergency sanity concentrate expires. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll take it. I shall take it. This is a little bit high. A little bit high. Collect all. Wow. Okay. Ooh, chip catalysts. I need them. 4 rolls. 2 of the blue, the kernels. 3,600 arundum. So that's what, 5 rolls right there? What else we got? What else we got? Okay. We needed these as well. These polymerization preparations. Nice. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we have the daily free roll. Got to make sure to do your dailies. Zwole. I don't know who Zwole is. I guess we're about to find out though. Oh, is another can't be healed. Is he yeah, survivalist, so he probably attacks and heals? Yeah. Okay. I see you, La Pluma, kind of. Let's headhunt. Free roll, get it. One time, get it the first roll. One time? One time first roll? Nah. Nah. Now the question is, do we actually want to roll for Shu? I'm not sure we do. Let's read what she does. Oh, the next one is in 40 minutes. That's soon. That is soon. All right, she is a tank. Oh, so she's kind of like Ling then. Purely just being tank based. Ah. She can heal allies by using skills. Okay. When healing an operator, sows seeds on that tile and the adjacent 4 tiles, bestowing the following effects: restores 70 HP a second and grants 10% sanctuary. To the people on those tiles? Okay. If there are operators with at least 3 different classes on the field, all operators gain 12% max HP. Damn, okay, that's pretty big. If there are at least 3 operators with the same class on the field, all operators gain 12 attack speed. Oh. If there are at least 4 Sui operators in the squad, all operators gain 12% attack and 1 SP every 4 seconds. Damn, you need a Sui squad with her, I see. Ooh, ooh. Which means you're probably going to get the 12% attack plus the 12% max HP, right? Nice. Alright, what are her abilities? The next attack, which is slow attacking, I'm guessing, yeah. Or average. The next attack restores HP equal to 180% attack to a nearby friendly unit with less than 50% HP. This is Saria. This is Saria's skill. Okay. So is this a power creep on Saria? Stops attacking to focus on healing up to 2 allied units within range. Attack plus 120%, so the attack goes to the healing, not the actual attack. You get what I mean. Block plus 1. And talent 1 effect increases by 1.5 times, which was this. So this goes up to what? 95 HP a second? Okay, still very Saria-like. Let's see if the ultimate is also going to be super Saria-like. Healing range expands. Attacks now also heal allied operators and attack plus 50%. If there are ground enemies on sewed tiles, enemies on them, all allied units within skill range gain 25% attack and 25 attack speed. When an enemy passes through a sewed tile, it gains the following effect. Teleport back to this location after moving more than 2 tiles away. Oh! Oh, that's kind of interesting. Huh. I wonder if... Surely bosses aren't immune to that teleport, right? That could be very strong against a boss. You'll want S3 and S1. Yeah, S2 didn't seem great. But yeah, she feels a little bit like a little bit more in a kit Saria. And then obviously we've got these two. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need her. It would be a want if I did roll on her. When healing allied units with less than 50% HP, increase heal amount by 15%. Nothing is immune to rubber banding. Hey man, they tried to patch it out. They tried to patch it out on oh, I'm gonna forget what her name is. Mob bosses, fireballs everywhere. Uh-oh. Is it Headhunter? It's not Headhunter. God damn it, what's her name? The boss character that like teleports past you. They tried to nerf that. And then the developer of the game was like, no. I tried to use this on stream and it didn't work. Put it back. Alright. Oh, actually no, before we... Oh. You know what, we'll watch this again, why not? I also want to go and see what the new skins are, because I imagine this released with a bunch of new skins. Mobs, bosses, fireballs, they all rubber band. Oh, that's what you're trying to say. Wait, the fireballs rubber band? Wait, the fireballs count as an enemy? Indefinitely until the skill ends. Oh my god. I'm so intrigued as to what this red thing is. I don't think it's meant to be blood. I think it's meant to be like a plague or something. Shoom. The ones from Dublin? Yes, those fireballs. Damn, it's basically the ultimate crowd control though. It needs setting up. Yeah, I imagine so. Ooh. Oh, is this going to be a pairing of Shu being the growth character and plant life and the other one being like the pestilence character? I can see that happening. Man, surely this is a song. Wait, is this a boss song in this expansion? I need to find it. It sounds sick. Pull Shu. I'm not sure if I am going to pull Shu, mainly because I've got a lot of characters coming up that I want to save for, man. There are so many characters coming out soon-ish. It's kind of insane. And I feel like Shu is feeling a little bit like Saria, and I'm not sure if I need her, because my Saria is already an absolute beast. So I wanted to come here into the store and have a look at the new outfits. What do we got, What have we got? Okay, that's interesting. He kind of almost looks like a cowboy in this. Next. It's a cool one for her, for Lynn. Very wintry. Horan. Oh no, wait, I don't know this character. Wait, Highmore? I don't know this character. Wait, is this the character from Integrated Strategies? I think this might be that character. I've never played this one before. Honeyberry, yep. Oh, Nian. If I had Nian, I would definitely get this skin. This skin's great. Provisio. Mouse. God, I haven't played Mouse in a while. Ooh. Okay, Manticores is cool. I never play Manticore, though. Yes, that's Highmore. Free Reaper. I got a semi-decent set of CDs and got her crit rate to 60%. Damn. Crit rate to 60%. Wow. She must be hitting so hard, like, every single shot, almost. Chob? This one's actually kind of cool, too. Wait, do I even have her? I might not even have her. Waifu, of course. Ooh. Okay, this one's kind of cool. I don't have Blemishine, though. God. Shemare. Snowcent. Palais. We already have a pretty good one for poker. Wait, no. Why did I think poker? I thought this was Rosa for a second. Who's poker? Eh? Are poker and Rosa related? Or am I tripping? Is her name? No, her name's Rosa, I'm pretty sure. Adriana? Ooh, this one's a good one too. Carnelian. Leonhardt. Kifka. Wishlash. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Folenic? Don't know this character either. I have no idea who Folenic is. Aefiala? Angelina? Nah, the bondage Angelina is the better Angelina, let's be real. Tomimi? Mudrock? I do have Mudrock now. Is this her best skin? I'm not sure. Side Rocker? Who is this? I don't even know who this is. Oh my god, there's so many characters. How have I missed these? Archeto. Astesia. Mountain. Oh my god, there's a lot of skins on rerun at the moment. Eunestus. Flint. Man, I haven't come across one that I desperately want. I already have a pretty good Blaze one. Oop. Courier. Vigna. Thorns. Oh, is this the new character? The 5-star. Oh, what's her name? Poker is Rose's Cyrillic name. It's the same person. Oh, okay. That makes sense now. I was wondering, like, they look very similar. But that means you don't have a decent skin already for her. That's her only skin. Wait, Rose's only skin? No, I swear I've got a Rosa skin. Folenic is Welfare from Old Event. I think Walk in the Dust or Twilight in Volume Node. Oh, I don't think I played them. Did you see the size of Sedoroka's? Oh no. Oh no. No, that's Zima. She's from Children of Ursus. Oh, it's Zima. Okay. I thought she was the new one that was just in the recent event in Kereg. Beeswax. Tsukinoga. Bafuma. Texas. That's a classic. Spectre. Korea. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that I'm particularly wanting to pick up. Actually, a Freet maybe. I don't think we've got an Freet skin. Rope? We did use rope actually a while back. Maybe. Provenance. Oh, this is actually a cool Chobe one as well. It's a cool croissant, but I never use croissant. Ooh. Actually, I did want to start using Warfarin more. You know what? We're going to get this one. She probably has a better one, but this one's also sick. Did you not get a Freets KFC skin from the web event a couple of months ago? You know, I had plans to do that web event, but I never got round to it. So no, I missed that, unfortunately. Oofed. Big oofed. You know what? It'll come around again next year. Firewatch, don't use her. Jessica. Suzerain. Ooh, do we get a skin for Suzerain maybe? Leonhardt, April, Schwartz. That's a cool skin. I don't think I've seen this one before. Nice. Little Christmassy. Weedy, Elysium. Enma. Chen. Ooh, we actually have Chen now. I'm buying this one. This one's such a classic skin as well. And we actually have Chen. You should look at Suzerain's other skins first in case you like those better. Definitely equip that. Good, she's gonna look sick. I have a Swire skin. Liscum, I have a Liscum skin. Mostama. Granny, Texas, Doberman, don't use it. This is the one I'm talking about. Angelina in Bondage. This is the best Angelina skin. Lapland Executor. I think they could cook on this character a little bit better. Greythroat, Midnight. Nah, we don't need a Magellan one. This one's kind of cute. This one's great. It's unfortunate that I never use the character. Phantom. Damn, this one's sick. That one's actually very cool. We got anything else? Damn. What? How many skins have they got available? Holy moly. Gian. Canterbull. Mulberry. Oh, I have this one. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I bought this one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, these are the ones I've bought now. Okay. Wait. How is Serta not wearing this? What is her current skin? Wait, she probably doesn't have a skin. Equip. Why isn't she wearing that? I actually kind of want to put Zemka in this as well. Okay. And the rest of these, I think, are all equipped. Wait, Meteorite doesn't have this? Oh, it might be after I S2'd a few characters. They didn't have their skins. Why isn't that equipped? Surely she's not on default. Oh, she's not on default. I've put her in this one, right? Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe your Serta is wearing the L2D swimsuit skin. No, I don't think I have that one. Oh, did we hit reset? Wow. Okay, we hit reset. Which means we have another roll. Yoink. Roll, roll, roll! Go! You know what? We might be lucky with Shu. We might just get her in the freebies that we get. Bum 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 dum 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 bum bum. So I wanted to have a look. Yeah, did we have another skin for Serta, or did we just not have it equipped? Oh, I do have it. No, 100% I had that one equipped. There we go. Cool. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's actually jump in now. We've done our shopping and ready to go. Taking a short break after doing the first 9 stages of the event. Wait, the first 9 stages, aren't you at the end essentially then? Alright, hold up. Let's have a look here. What are our rewards? Okay. Ooh. Wait, is this Hibiscus Altars? Oh, I hope this is Hibiscus Altar. I don't think it is, though. I think it's just normie Hibiscus. It looks great, though. It's a good skin. Alright. Let's start it up. A dream under rice. The bugs of summer chirp, and a dream sleeps beneath the grains. No, that's for 3-star Hibiscus. Sad, dude, sad. It's a year 1 log-on skin, so they're finally cycling those again. Oh, damn. We're going back to day dot, huh? Wait, that was a day 1 skin? That was a pretty sick skin for day 1. Nice. Where else could you see a farmland like this? Rice has grown like wildfire. The stalks evenly standing ramrod straight from the soil, like the fur of a stock beast after autumn's end. Under the blowing wind and shining sun, they ripple as waves of heat wash over them. She's so happy. She's in her happy place. A woman stands in the middle of the field, stray stalks and leaves pulling at her clothes. She brushes them aside, wading deeper into the vast ocean of golden grain. Where are you going? To find some crops. Aren't these all crops? I wish to find those that can be planted in lands far, far away. Why do you need to plant crops elsewhere? There's so much already here. Are they not enough? These are not enough to fill the bellies of all men. How long have you been searching here? A clump of soil begins to move. A talpy beast pokes its head out of its burrow. That dim tunnel leads to distant lands, its miniature resident to a drifter from afar. Oh, to a drifter, yeah. Once it looks upon the boundless field rippling and rustling in the wind, it lets out a sorrowful screech and dives back into the deep, dark underground. How are we supposed to know if the seeds we plant will sprout? How can we tell which way the weather will change? If you watch long enough, you will learn. If I watch longer, then I'll learn. Does that include things to come much, much later? As one sows, so one reaps. Seeds become crops, so what becomes us? Where do we come from? After we die, where do we go? Oh no, we're asking the big questions. Uh-oh. Wait, is our answer going to be we return to Earth? From the ground we sprout, and it is to the ground we return. Knew it! Knew it! I can read you already, Shu. I know all about you. Man or crop, it matters not. This is the cycle of all things under heaven. So it's like the song you taught me to memorize, the 24 G solar terms? Chun Yu Jing. Oh, this is like full on Chinese. Oh, well, I'm gonna butcher this. Enjoy. Chun Yu Jin Chun Ching Ku Qian Jiaman Mang. Yeah, I'm giving up. Moving on. Oh no, there's more. No, stop. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not even attempting it. Hey. Hey. Wakey wakey. Oh. Lousy? I'm awake. How's it going? From the outside looking in, I get the impression the big guy isn't the obedient type. Yeah. I believe it's a bit more mischievous than some younger sisters of mine. Well, might be best to take a break for a bit. This isn't one of Dust's daily doodles. Wait too long and your head'll end up spinning. You just need to take it slow. Haste makes waste, you know. You're right. I do feel a bit tired. Nian, could you help pull me out? Where is she? Oh god, flashbang. Jeez. They're all together. If you two didn't show, I would have gone back home myself. Oh, really? Let's see, which one of us got so scared just now that her face went as white as her canvas? Shut up. We're trying to keep the heart of the ferment beating, okay? It's not exactly instant noodles. When you told me this plan of yours, I thought you'd lost it for sure. I should have expected this sort of crazy scheme from you. It's just using a whole nomadic city to imitate a ferment. I shape its body and you give it a soul. What could go wrong? You grow more capable and quick-witted by the day, little Nian. Don't spoil her. What could she have done without the old woman from the Tianchi Bureau and you, Shu? I've been helping out the Sui regulator here and there, building up some favors. They should come in useful. So what's the situation like now? Couldn't ask for better. But if we're going to be using this thing in place of a real deal vessel, and if us poor little illusions want something to rely on after we get rid of the old timer, I'm afraid it still calls for some elbow grease. It's quite the troublesome little child after all. Wait, so what's the good part? Aren't we still at square one? Now, I know what you're thinking. You put some effort into making this thing too. You just want some recognition from your older sister, right? How juvenile of you. You've developed as an artist, Dusk. It's been years since we saw each other, but I can tell you're still diligent as ever, and never one to waste time. I still can't imagine it. Passing off a fake body with sleight of hand isn't so hard, but it's going to make an even bigger mess in the end. It'll just be a small portion of us that we carved off of ourselves, the product of three sisters pooling their power, and yet still incomplete. How will the 12 pagodas and 5 cities become a place where we belong? You may be right, but while I was within the scroll, I really did sense it. Life. The beast walks with the generous earth, and in the beginning we too grew up upon this land. Perhaps this flower may actually bloom. What are they doing? What? Wait, a ferment? Wait, aren't ferments like the gods? Well, not gods, but aren't they immortal beasts or something? We just had one in the Ray storyline, the big massive dragon that was under the sand, right? Why are they trying to create a ferment? Nah. Oh, not nah. Ah, come on. Let's talk about something else. You don't know just how much a pain in the ass these court mandarins have been. They said they'd let us have the 12 pagodas and 5 cities for a while so we could make a home for ourselves. But what they really wanted was for us to give back the old Tianchi, and also help them with some other trouble. Man, these Yanisi know how to do business. They went and turned our home into a bridgehead. You ask them for one thing, and they want two in return. I never did expect Yanese technology could have leapt ahead like that. I mean, at this point, do they even need to fear the Sui anymore? If we do manage to finish this home... Finish this home? What? If we do manage to finish this home, knowing that it will be right under their watchful eyes makes me really uneasy. Also, how big a risk are we taking by doing this? I've got no idea myself. When you two were in the scroll before, I thought back to that time with Sanji. Hmm? You worry about your older sisters, little inkblot. Little inkblot? Well, there was that one time that you managed to knock your ink stroke on your head. Ling said you were... I don't remember that at all. You must be mistaken. If you insist... Ah, now that I think about it, I remember you crouching by the pond washing your face. I already told you I don't remember this. You used that nice clear pond water to clean your face, but that must made the water all inky, so you couldn't keep washing, right? That was G's idea. On the outside, our third sister was gentle and kind, but she was actually the wiliest of us all. Oh, okay, I'm interested to see who G is now. Ah, if little Nian's plan succeeds, it would be for the best. Well, yeah, is there anyone who doesn't want it to succeed? A certain foul-smelling Wakui head, the basket of blunders. Who knows what he's up to? Ever since the dust-up with Ling, I'll look at an ink cake and wonder if it's one of these little fragments or not. Don't you have Lin? Lin or Ling? I don't have Lin. No. I don't have Ling either. I don't have either of them. A lot of past tense with her, though. We've put so much effort into making this vessel. He can just go and cut himself up however he likes. Why bother like this? He may hate all of this world, but he hates himself most of all. He is clever, though. Oh, so very clever. Will he believe that a life or death struggle with Yan is what Ji would have liked to see? Who knows? You're the only one who's still willing to talk to him after all this time. Oh, right. Speaking of clever, how about that other brother? You know, it's been a while since we've heard from him, but wasn't he pretty close to you, Shu? Did you get into a fight or something? Besides the stinky basket of blunders, he's probably the one that the Sui regulators are most worried about. I'm even less willing to talk to that needle prick than the Wakui failure. It has been a very long time since he last returned. Really? Never mind then. Doesn't matter if he's here or not. We three sisters being allowed together is all for the sake of whatever plan these old coots gathered in town are cooking up. As they say, affairs come in no more than threes. Getting together for a family dinner every day is already making some lung upset. Well, it's getting late. I have some things to do. The both of you have been working pretty hard lately. When you're free, do come by and eat. I'll cook you up some dishes. Oh, too bad the Lin glass rat skin is so good. Yeah, when I was looking through the skins, hers looked really good. It was very wintry looking, actually, from memory. It was almost like she was in a snow globe. Oh? Although we can't taste the dishes from our young brother, Shu can still cook up a mean... Why are you looking at me like that? What? Did I say something wrong just now? You knew that the two of them were close. I thought that stuff happened a long time ago. It's still a sore spot. Are family relationships all that serious? When you only meet your sisters every few centuries, it's normal to be a bit serious. You know, I'm even more afraid of her looking at me like that than I am of being on Daje and Ling's tongues. For once, I find myself agreeing with you. A face like she was wronged, then refusing to say a word about it, all the while looking like it's something she can't bear to discuss. That's not like a sister at all. It's more like... perhaps she's simply been alone here for far too long. These here are the two biggest, roundest peaches from the tree I planted. Shuuuuuuuuuuuuu, I beseech you, bless this paddy for the sake of my timely graduation. In my 3rd year already, and every time, at the most critical moment, something or other goes horribly wrong. 2 years ago, my task was to protect my crops from pests, but right as I was about to harvest them, a great drought struck and my entire experimental field withered. Last year, my task was to protect my crops from drought, but right as I was about to harvest them, a deluge of rain struck. Shuuuuuuuuuuu, please, watch over us. The W25 WooZ plate is set to connect to the main district today, and I pray that absolutely nothing goes wrong. I know that I have been lacking in my studies, so the moment I return to the Tianchi bureaus, I will re-educate myself. Right now, all I ask is that this project goes smoothly enough that I can go home early. Hey, you sure you've got the right place? This shrine's dedicated to Shuuuuuuuuuuu. You construction folk don't belong here. We do our best for a good harvest, but it's ultimately up to heaven. Since when do the engineers need to pray for success? What do you know? Every complex field of study comes metaphysics when you dive deep enough. It's beyond the reach of man. No matter your work, it's all ultimately up to heaven. Shuuuuuuuuuuu was the first master of this land, so the best we can hope for is for her to make herself manifest and protect her humble disciples. I guess you're right. Either way, we're both at the point where there's nothing more we can do. Maybe if we're sincere enough, she would actually show herself. Is she gonna be Shuuuuuuuuuu? Will you two just shut up already? Whoop. Ouch! Ah! Peach pits? Where'd these come from? Up in the rafters. Who's there? Can't you see that there's someone trying to get an afternoon nap here? The nerve of some people interrupting my sleep. Don't you have anywhere better to whine? Disturbing a dream is a mortal sin, you know. Where do you think you are? Are you seriously kowtowing to your ancestors about your petty requests to Shuuuuuuuuuu Shrine? Out! 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 Alright, I'm going. Whoever raised this kid didn't teach her any manners. Ah! Hey, stop throwing those, that hurts. God, let's get out of here. Look, I'll be the bigger man and let this slide, but you'd better hope I don't... Ow! Bump into you on a dark night. Ooh! She looks cool. Damn. Okay. The girl grabs the two peaches from atop the altar, carefully inspecting them for a moment, then decides to instead pick up an even larger one, wiping it with her sleeve and taking a bite. As long as they keep offering up their harvests at your table every time there's a problem in this city, big or small, I'm never going to go hungry. Hey, Shuuuuuuuuuu, you don't mind if I eat these two fruits, do you? Maybe I should go back to sleep in the rafters where it's nice and cool. Where's my fan? Did that kid take it again? That annoying little brat calling me megaphone. Next time we meet, I'll figure out a way to steal her flute. Hibiscus? Go to school, they say. School schmool. The only students to come out of the Tianchi bureaus are these lazy louts. What was even the point of all that schooling? Who knew that skiving? Who knew that skiving off would be this hard? Skeeving? Skeeving off? Maybe it's skeeving. Xinjiang or Xinjiang. Xinjiang? Sure, Xinjiang. Do you know what's gone wrong with this drone? Did you forget some steps while changing out its power source? It looks like there's some unconnected wires here. I don't know. Maybe it's some kid swiping it to play foul beast wrestling. I'll get them next time and make sure to give them the right trashing. Did it hit you when it fell out of the sky? Nicked my horn. Just a little bit to the right and it would have whacked me right in the head. Most days I see you talking farming with the others. Never expected you to have a knack for Reginium circuits. Didn't the Tianchis teach you all how to operate it? This is a precision instrument. Please, pay more attention when using it. And we don't call it a drone either. The Tianchis call it a sky pole. The first time I saw these flying around a field, covering the whole thing, I thought it was just a swarm of locusts. Scared me half to death. So when these gadgets jam themselves into the ground, they can tell the soil's condition and how the crops are doing. While we ponder how best to plant our crops, the Tianchis ponder how best to help us. Farming's a lot easier than it once was, thanks to these inventions. This season's harvest? The weather's been a bust this year, and every field's gone bust with it. These experimental paddies in front of us, the ones the Tianchis call Quanzhong, I reckon they could yield 2,000 caddies a field. Caddies? I don't know. What is a caddy? It's enough to fill our bellies, but it's far from what the Tianchis expected from their research. Give it time. We harvest twice a year now. There was a time we wouldn't have dreamed of that. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. They've basically doubled their harvest. In a year at least. In the distance, huge machines slowly lift entire chunks of farmland, their rumbles startling a flock of foul beasts. The farmers in the fields seem already used to this sight, momentarily lifting their heads before going back to their tasks at hand. Since Da Huang's remodeling project began, there's been lots of mandarins coming in from elsewhere, and you've gotten pretty busy yourself. It's been days since I last saw you. How did you manage to get time off to visit today? The summer harvest is about to begin. Only once you've inspected every piece of land yourself can you begin to plan. And there's also the matter of the upcoming ceremony of sacrifice. We have to take those preparations seriously. No sloppiness. You're in charge of Da Huang? You've faced worry after worry for however many years now. Seems real tiring. What's your official title again? Da Huang City Tongzi? What a mouthful. I think I'll stick to calling you the Zhang. No matter the name of my office, I still work the same land as everyone else. I'm a Da Huang man, born and bred, never left. I heard that in some other nomadic cities out there, they do their farming in high-rises. You're from the outside. Can you tell me what those other cities are like? It's been years. I don't quite remember myself. The only thing that comes to mind is how the people of certain villages would get Da Huang seeds and laugh, saying the harvest may get any bigger this year. They could only pray that they couldn't hit a catastrophe. I can understand how you study seeds planted in the ground, but I don't get how you're supposed to study the sky over our heads. Even if the catastrophe doesn't hit the fields directly, the water supply would still get contaminated with Reginium, and the soil would be filled with lots of tiny crystals. It's not like equipment to grow crops in higher Reginium zones is cheap either. That is why we're here. Look, all fixed. One little droney boy. Damn, look at this. An embankment circles this land where ravines alternate between dry and flooded. Dude, this place is actually sick. What the? Are these dams? What are these things that are going like all the way across? They must be dams, right? No. Okay, so this thing at the back is one massive dam because there's the lake behind it. What the hell are these? Oh, they're aqueducts. They're aqueducts taking the water from the lake and delivering it where it needs to go. Oh. Oh, that's cool. A cool little area. An embankment circles this land where ravines alternate between dry and flooded. Between waterways coursing 100 meters above the surface, agricultural plates hold tight to one another. This is a nomadic city still growing. As far as the new generation of Dahuang farmers is concerned, this is a new paradigm, established by their own hands. This engineering project is enough to make your blood run cold. Give it another 6 months, at least until the soil has been moved atop the plate. The people are fine, it's the stock beasts who are really freaked out. They touched little fodder in months, slimmed down a lot by the looks of it. I still feel a little uneasy every time I see a field lifted up into the sky. There will be lots of benefits once the fields are on the mobile plates. Not only will they be much easier to access electricity and water, if a major catastrophe comes about, the Tianqis do not need to risk their lives to handle it. The fields can simply move aside. These are just plain old ordinary fields that we've been planting for generations. Why'd the government suddenly decide to renovate all our cropland anyway? A large harvest ensures more full bellies, meaning more strength to establish new settlements. It's a transformation. People who come back from a long trip wouldn't even recognize the place. What would Shuuuuuuuuuuuuuu think if she knew we were moving these fields? The land is merely taking a new form. Home itself is not leaving. I suspect Shuuuuuuuuuuuuu would be grinning from ear to ear. So that's why they're in these like little cube things. So I imagine each of these cubes individually can lift off and go somewhere else. From the moment she arrived on this plot of land, she was concerned only with how to scrape together a few measly fields from the bitter cold wastes. Later, when the fields multiplied, so too did her ideas. She decided to plant crops in soil contaminated by originium, even planting in originium itself. That's insane. Are you saying Shuuuuuuuuuuu was a genius or a fool? Neither. She was just a dreamer. Wait, oh, this is a different character. Ooh, okay. We're getting introduced into all these characters. These have to be playable characters, right? It feels like there's too much design work going on here. Big buffalo. Dumb buffalo. Are you going to help me find Mian Mian or not? No. You're so mean. Mian Mian really likes you. He won't take treats from anyone else. I told you about the time it nearly picked all the Benfengi saplings in my garden clean. Well, you should have put up a fence. I wanted to make sure people could get it as needed. I didn't think I'd be feeding your stock beasts. Lucky it was just a few flowers. Did you already forget the time your stock beasts ate up all the plants in Lao Shi's experimental field? What did she say again? Besides, don't your stock beasts have positioning devices? The display says it's over in this area. Can't you go looking yourself? You're right. Then, how about you help me pick some fruit from the orchard? I need the ones that aren't quite ripe yet. The ones that are still sour and bitter. Go quick. I've got something really important to do with them. No. I still need to gather some samples from the fields. The last reports before the summer harvest are absolutely crucial. I can't delay. Boring. But you're right. Everyone's been in a bad mood lately. Like they're not eating or sleeping enough. Didn't you say you're able to talk with them? Why not give them a good lecture on healthy eating? I did go for a talk. They told me some really nasty things have made their way into Dahuang. You talking about the new pneumatic plates? Don't be stupid. The stock beasts talk to me, but they're not as smart as people. How should they know what the things are? I'm not that smart either. I just know the work being done in the fields right now is really important. Why not take a break? Give the new guys some of your work. Does it matter who gets the numbers out of the sky poles? He doesn't know anything. When he first showed up, he couldn't tell the difference between wheat and sorghum. Everything he does, I end up having to do all over again to fix his mistakes. I have no idea why Lao Shi asked me to teach him. But he's a real fast runner, so maybe he can help me find Mian Mian? Right? I'll go ask him. What? Lao Shu invited him here specifically to help with the farming. He can't... Fine, I'll go with you. Wait a sec. Way, new guy, drop your busy work. Come help me find my stock beast. Oh, is this the new guy? Ah. The summer sun shines brightly while cicadas chirp away happily. In the paddies, a youth clumsily harvests rice, drops of sweat big as beans streaking down his face. The muscles in his arm are well built, but without proper knowledge of how to use them, they are useless for reaping the slender stalks with his sickle. After slaving away for most of the day, he has only managed to harvest a single bundle of rice. His mandarin coat hangs off a pillar. A few foul beasts who were hunting for stray grains instead decide to show great interest in his unfamiliar garment, pecking at the hanging belts with their beaks. Phew! It's midday already, and there's still so much left to do. Hypergriff really made the narrator check him out. Oh yeah. Let me examine those muscles a little bit closer. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the marker. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Understood. Journey to Da Huang. Meet new people. Meet new crops. Ooh, this is going to be our first foray into the new mechanics. Farmland. Operators on farmland recover HP or take damage based on blight level. Oh. Throttle valve stops blight from spreading. Okay. Are all these gonna be the grass, maybe? Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to jump in and see. Recommended level is 20, which means we're not gonna take our big, strong team in. Instead, we're gonna take a weaker team in. Alright, let's have a look. Who do we want? Warfarin. Estelle. Dornar can be our tank. Jiyun can be our ranged. Click, because I kind of want to use Click a little bit more. I've used Puzzle before, and Puzzle was absolutely useless. Did not like playing that. Kwani Palat. Andriana. Who else do... Oh! Ponsiris. Leto. Cold Shot. Spectre. And we need a healer. Who's a low-level healer we've got? We don't use Breeze. Let's use Breeze. Done. Let's go. Puzzle I pair with Stainless to get more mileage out of. Yeah, I just don't like Puzzle. Like, if I was going to play Puzzle, I might as well just play Canterbile. 3 months ago. Oh, this is before all the advancement? It looks kind of similar. What? The broken line is the man... Is that meant to be main line? Man line, not the earth line. I think that's meant to be main. The broken line is the main line, not the earth line. So it's an addled brain I'll need to worry about, not some illness. Huh. Told you that walnut tree was planted for you. You give it some fertilizer before it's too late. I wouldn't say that. The broken line just means you'll face a difficult decision around the age of 20. But who gets to walk a path without a few twists and turns? Just let it be. The line runs much smoother after that, doesn't it? That's right, on the mark. My family farm was ruined by catastrophe when I was 23. I didn't know how I could make a living in the city. But I've done well enough for myself, coming with the rest of the folk of Da Huang to study agriculture and keeping in my old occupation. Wow. No one can predict fate. It's only a justification for what happened. I've heard about the wonders of the Tianqis, but I didn't expect you to know so much. A young girl like you is already a Shoyu Tianqi at your age, Shu. Where we all gain wisdom at our own pace. I simply pass on the knowledge that I learned sooner than others. Remarkable, remarkable. Say, that young man over there has been staring at you for a while. Do you know him? A guest. Sorry, we'll talk another time. Oh, okay. Zhou Le, candle holder of the Sui regulator, here to review the development of Da Huang and matters relating to the Sui. There are no restrictions on your daily activities, but I ask that you refrain from leaving Da Huang for the time being. Your cooperation is much appreciated, Madam Shu. Ah, so you're the new candle holder. I've heard so much about. Oh, yes. This is just a customary review. It will not get in the way of your agricultural research. Feel free to go about your business as usual. You're young. Do you even count as an adult yet? What? This place is pretty far out in the middle of nowhere. Did your journey go well? Any trouble with bandits? A few bandits are no trouble for me. Regarding work on the 12 pagodas and 5 cities, the Sui regulator hopes that you will cooperate with the Ministry of Engineering to advance the project smoothly, and that you will maintain a cordial relationship with the Tianqi bureaus. In addition, there are some matters that require... Oh, you can walk through the fields if you want, as long as you don't step on the crops, but you should give the Tianqis a heads up if you want to visit the factory. I understand the scope of my work, Madam Shu. I still have... That's the house the last candle holder used. It's been refurnished and ready for use. That's all. Any questions? No. Good. I have a lot to do in the field, so I'll take my leave. Just ask around if you need any help. People here are very friendly to visitors. How did he end up working the fields after 3 months here? Wei! Wei! Excuse me, I'm on official business. Here. What's this? A lunchbox? You're hungry, aren't you? You've been standing there all day like a scarecrow. Do you even know how to get food on your own? Oh, Doxy. That's her name? Doxy? Doxy? You like it? Yes, it's very good. You're just gonna eat without doing any work? Mind your manners, grain buds. This gentleman is a guest. But you said everyone in Da Huang needs to sweat in the fields before they eat. This strange boy says he's on official business, but he's not working the fields or building houses. What's he here for? He has his own job to do. What, like staring? Yes, just staring. Is there something I can help with? Let me think. Do you know how to work a planting machine? No, I didn't think so. You don't deal with farming equipment in your line of work. This little cube is a 6-phase monitor. Use it to place pylons at appropriate locations in the fields, and we'll be able to monitor conditions zone by zone. Can you use it? I've never touched anything like it before. Feeding stock beasts? Phew. Well, if you're going to be here for a while, perhaps you could learn how to do farm work. You could start by clearing the weeds. Is that you, Liaoshi? Good timings, Wai. This is a distant cousin of mine from the capital. He came to see Da Huang. My student, Heishang. He'll teach you. Huh? Huh? You mainly built him for his base skill? I don't even know what his base skill is, to be honest with you. Is this where the positioning device says the stock beast is? Yeah. When I blow this whistle, Mian Mian will know I'm looking for him and come out. A positioning device? There's one on every stock beast in Da Huang. They're not very precise, but they give us an idea of their rough location. Every single one. There must be thousands of stock beasts in Da Huang. Well, we've had a lot of stray stock beasts. The ones that the older students kept for research had a tendency to elope. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with such things. Why did you join the army if you're a relative of Laoshi's? No important reason, really. Is your family all mandarins? Why do you ask? The way you talk and the manner you carry yourself in general. Not a lot of people your age around here like that, except for a few blue blood families. I mean, no offense. I didn't say you offended anyone. Weird, he isn't coming out. Mian Mian had a fight with Zaibia a few days ago. Is that why he ran away? He did get pulled in by a female again. What? But he likes Zaibia. They're always together when I take them out to the mud pond. Not like that candlestick. Candlestick? I'll draw a picture of him, memorize it, and we'll split up to look for him. It's a very good drawing. Are you serious? After all the time I spent caring for the stock beast, can barely tell it's Mian Mian. 4 legs and some spots. What's so hard? Have you ever seen a stock beast candlestick? Not often. It's okay. You haven't seen stock beasts. I haven't seen nomadic cities. We've all got things we've never seen before. Have you never been outside to other cities? No, but I heard about them from Xiaohe. The rice that we produce each year is sent outside. They're developing new crops so the people outside can have lots to eat. You'll have plenty of chances. No rush. I like this place. Oh yeah, take a whiff of this. Alcohol. Rice wine soup. My favorite snack. See where the steam's rising? That's the brewery. We could stop by on our way. So there are breweries here. Part of the harvest is saved for brewing. The oldest batch is more than 100 years old. Do you drink? I did once. Try wine made from maize leaves. It was a gift from a farmer on a mission. It had a very strong aftertaste, almost made me gag. He said it would warm us up, but we didn't expect it to be like that. He said they barely had enough to eat and drink. Didn't have enough to eat and didn't have the luxury of brewing with grain. People out there still don't have enough to eat. The land is vast. There are big differences between regions. I hear something. Over there. Wow, Candlestick. You can sure jump. We'll find Mian Mian soon enough. Our drones can fly higher than that, and we have the positioning device to help us. We need... no need to... Wait. Over there. A fire. Oh. Fire's not a good thing for a farm. 3 months. 3 months. This project is no small thing, and every segment needs time to ensure there are no problems. 3 months is already on the optimistic side. 12 pagodas and 5 cities isn't just a poetic quote. You know how long the prototype has simmered in the minds of the Qianqis from generation to generation. Of course. The first step is always the hardest. Though I am but a humble paper pusher, I've had the honor to study at the Qianqi bureaus myself. My command of the arts is a far cry from the masters in the room. But I'm hardly content with sitting behind a desk and drinking tea while staring at my Tianqi apparatus. 3 months. That was how long it took us up in the north, in heavy wind and snow. Think carefully and give me an answer. How long will it take to finish the assembly of the last 2 plates of Da Huang's core section? Maybe a little more than a month. Maybe a little more than a month, given enough energy and supplies. There's no need to worry about energy. I have already given instructions for the supplies. Your only concern is the project's progress. At such a distance, simply transporting supplies is a massive undertaking. Every day delayed represents a huge expenditure of money and resources. There is no place for complacency, for the sake of the people and the hard-earned taxes they pay. We are in the 6th month of the year now. I sincerely hope you will be reunited with your families by mid-autumn. Oh, it's her. Nice. Sometimes you just have to ruffle the feathers a little. I'm sorry you had to see that. 3 months in the north. You were talking about the Danyan project. The city was closed due to heavy snow. The imperial court decided to put things on hold until conditions improved. But when the messenger arrived, he found that the Tianqi in command had rammed the frozen originium layer open with a segment of the city, rescuing tens of thousands of villagers who were trapped by wintry conditions. The textbooks still celebrate the story, the event that took you to the position you hold today, Minister Wan. There was no need to be so humble. You flatter me. I'm simply an engineer who worked his way slowly up the Tianqi ranks. It's not my place to hold my nose in the air. But bringing this up is what it takes to get a bunch of stressed and overworked Tianqis to listen to me. Seems like you're confident that construction of the 12 pagodas and 5 cities will progress smoothly. Even if I'm confident, everything has been rushed. There can be flaws in the best laid plans. I'll be counting on your backup in that case, Assistant Minister Ning. That's what I'm here for. Now you've only just arrived in Da Huang, I assume you're not familiar with the place yet. It may not be as prosperous as the Heartland, but it is rich with gifts from the earth. The many delicacies made from local produce are a delight. Have you had the chance to try the local Wudo porridge? Wait, what? The Wudo porridge? What? The local Wudo porridge, for example. I'm afraid not. Da Huang's Wudo Zou is one of a kind. The 5 beans Wudo are red, black, mung, soy, and white. They complement each other, but it is the local rice that truly makes the Da Huang Wudo porridge stand out. The wonderful fragrance and rich flavor of Da Huang rice elevate an ordinary bowl of porridge to the symbol of Da Huang's culinary culture. The 5 beans each have their own flavor, but it is the rice that makes or breaks the dish. Cooking it is, therefore, far more than just dumping the ingredients into a pot and lighting the stove. Heat control is the key. The 5 beans must not be allowed to usurp the rice at center stage, else it becomes just an ordinary bowl of grain porridge. You really must try it when you have the time. I will. On another note, how is Minister Wing? Or Ning? Grandfather is getting on in age, and he has been fortunate to avoid major illness. Nevertheless, I hope he will be mindful of his health. Perhaps I should bring a little token when I report back to Baizhou. The thought will suffice. Given Da Huang's ties to the Sui, I expect I will have plenty of dealings with the Sui regulator and the Ministry of Rights. I have long been in awe of High Minister Ning's achievements, but age spares none of us. It would be better for the High Minister to be less involved in particular matters. If my presence here in Da Huang is unwelcome, I can certainly submit a letter to the Grand Tutor immediately. You misunderstand. I only meant that the Ning family must be delighted you have risen to the post of Assistant Minister at such a young age, and that your grandfather must have taught you well. Assistant Minister Wen. Yes? If you simply intend to say the young and inexperienced Ning Chichu is not fit to work with the legendary Tianchi of Danyan, you'll hear no argument from me. But as long as we're working with one another, if you have something to say, just say it. Stop thinking yourself clever by bleeding around the bush. A truly clever man would be much more amicable than you. I will take my leave. Damn. Stop speaking in riddles, essentially. Water! Water! Good thing the fire just started and right by the river. Why did you start a fire by the forest? Arson is a serious crime. I didn't do it on purpose. The foul beast that was another student's project ate my project. And all it left was an egg. I'll get my revenge by cooking the egg. No, not revenge. I'll cook the egg in memory of my lost project. Enough of that crap. The fire's starting to spread. Stomp it out. I have a hoe. We can make a control line while the winds are calm. I'll clear away any vegetation in the back and stop the fire from spreading that way. Imagine trying to just cook an egg and you ended up starting a bushfire. Phew. Oh my god, it's going to be her burden beast, isn't it? Man, they're really starting to like the burden beast, aren't they? I feel like there's been numerous stories where they've introduced these creatures. That was not an oink. Mian Mian? Oink. Found you. What are you doing here? Hey, tell me, do you like Zybiar or not? Where did Zule go? He said he was going to clear the vegetation, but I don't see him anywhere. Did he lose his way? Should we look for him? Zhuo? I'm right here. I didn't find, Miam Miam, but I did find this pair in a nest. This pair? Zhuo is carrying 2 stockbeast foals in his robes. They are so young that they have yet to open their eyes. You shouldn't have brought back foals so young. I shouldn't? But I checked the area and the mother was nowhere to be found. They wouldn't have survived for long if left to their own devices. Isn't it better to bring them back so we could survive under their supervision? We're not supervisors. We're friends. We help each other out. They give us wool, we give them tasty hay, chase away bugs and scratch their itches. We don't know if they're carrying any diseases or if they can be domesticated. But they've got his scent on them. The mother wouldn't have them even if she came back. That's why he shouldn't have touched them. Well, he already did, so we need to take care of them. Why do you keep standing up for him? He's clearly in the wrong. He doesn't know anything. I'm doing this because he doesn't know anything. Never mind, I'll go back and ask the teachers what to do with the little guys. Let's hurry or they might catch a cold. Who is this? Oh, you again. Have you had lunch? There was a fire here and you don't talk at all. You would have gotten burned if it wasn't for us. Keep your distance, Grainbuds. He might swing his axe at you. He won't. He calms down when I play my flute. He likes to hear me play. See? You all say not to come here, but I come all the time when no one's looking. I just can't cross the river. He calms down when I play this tune. I've seen him smile. I can even lean over to touch his axe. He always keeps his hand clenched around it, but his... Ouch! Oh no. Why did you hit me? Now you've made me mad. I'm not bringing you any treats next time. That's enough grain buds. Let's go. The foals. We'll bring them back. Next time, think before you act. What am I doing here? Alright. First one, Journey to Da Huang. Let's see what we got. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. I'm just gonna place her back here. Wow, wow. I like the reflections, nice. Do they move faster on this? No, I don't think so. And on the bottom we are gonna put her. Oh wait, is she's kind of like ranged. Interesting. I might face her this way. Look at that skin, man. Worth it. Oh, she can't block 3, I don't think. I might put Spectre here. Ooh, what are these ones? They look weird. Blocks the water flow. A throttle. Okay. Oh, she's gonna be hard to use, actually. Guess we'll just put her here. Oh, so these ones cause blight in the water, and then these block the blighted water from coming in. So it looks like the blighted water deals damage to you. Okay. I understand the mechanic. I think we can just brute force it at this stage, but we are going to have to keep an eye on that later. Oh, they go like underneath and invisible when it's blighted too. Very interesting. Mission accomplished. Nice. Alright, that was a good introduction to those mechanics. I know where I need to position people now. This is a report on the Xian Haizong and catastrophe countermeasures, and a review of my own actions. I'm sorry I let you down, Father. Now I will... No need. You won't have to participate in Yumin's return to the capital anymore. But... are you giving me a suspension? It's not my place to interfere with the Sui regulator's appointments, but as the warden of Yumin, I have the authority over military personnel assignments. There's an important mission for you to undertake, away from Yumin. It's planting season in Da Huang, in the north, and they're short-handed. Go and help them. Planting season? You mean agriculture? That's the important mission. Is that not important? I understand that agriculture is the lifeblood of this nation, and I've heard about Da Huang, but I don't understand. Why me? So you might see. And after I see? You think. Be ready to depart once you've completed the mission handover. One last thing, Father. I discovered some suspicious activity when investigating the Shan Haizong's movements. They appeared to be very familiar with human patrol schedules and routes. If they really managed to obtain intelligence on humans' defenses, I have spoken. This is not your concern anymore. Get yeeted. Ooh, it's very pretty at night. Damn. Very pretty at night. Never forget what all you do is for. A man like you can't be trusted. Is he fighting or training, maybe? Working in the fields by day and practicing kung fu by night for a whole month. You must be exhausted. Yun, it's you. You were focused. But I didn't achieve anything. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Perhaps by focusing on improving myself here, I'll be able to do what I couldn't before. Well, perhaps. You know, there's this old Lungman kung fu movie. The hero was an arrogant and haughty swordsman who spent all his life pursuing martial perfection, which always seemed just out of reach. His fortunes took an ill turn and he lost everything. Fame, fortune, reputation, even one of his arms. Now a broken man, he found himself in a tiny remote village. There, he lived amongst the peasants, eating with the lowly folk who used to lie beneath his notice. For 3 years he chopped his own firewood, boiled his own water, not touching his sword even once. He finally drew his blade when his enemies came for him. To his surprise, his sword struck with a fury he had never known before. Are you saying that I'm arrogant and haughty? I'm just telling you what happened in the movie. Do things like that happen in reality? To my knowledge, of course not. The audiences love it though. Back to basics, the proud humbled and that sort of thing. However, it is true that one's temperament has an effect on many things. Have you felt your perspective change since you left human? I don't feel like it has at all. How about a break? Water? Thanks. I have a question myself. Why did you come with me? Why not stay in Newman? You're traveling across Yan as candle holder. I felt like I could learn a lot by accompanying you on your journeys. I was sent here by father. You could have learned just as much by going back to the capital with Yuman. I went with Lao Shi and Tabaizo. It was prosperous, but little else. Da Huang seemed more interesting. You're talking like you're here on holiday. Huh. I don't understand what father wants me to see. What have you seen then during your time in Da Huang? What have I seen? Da Huang used to be one of the rare places without much originium pollution due to its unique geography, making it an important Yanisi breadbasket since antiquity. But thanks to the hard work of the agricultural Tianchis, arable land area is growing year after year. Construction has begun on defenses against potential catastrophes. Currently, the city has 16 large plates, some 60 or so small plates, 730 Tianchis, and a population exceeding 50,000. Despite its remote location, the people are content and hardworking. Is that all? Just some insignificant details. Insignificant, eh? What about you? Did you find any sights that you couldn't have seen with the Grand Master? Well, for example, the couple next door had a big fight after dinner last night. The husband had gone on a journey last month and found the other cities to be much more interesting. He wanted to move away. I saw the pair of foul beasts that make their nest in that tree outside taking turns to hunt and sit on their eggs. The eggs should hatch any day now. I also saw the strange sight that was Tianchis of all vocations coming together to fret, even cry their hearts out before Shenong's statue. The strangest scene I saw, however, was that of a few animals making a fool of a young kung fu master. Did you find the stock beast? When did you... Many years ago, the Grand Master instructed me in the moves of all the various schools of Kung Fu and had me record the clashes with the experts from those myriad schools. But my innate condition prevents me from studying the martial arts. I said you must be exhausted, working in the fields by day and practicing Kung Fu by night. I envy you, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry? Oh, actually, no, that was probably not a question. That was probably like a, I'm sorry. Even so, the Grand Master allowed me to follow him. Allowed someone who could not study Kung Fu to watch you do so. He didn't tell me what I was supposed to learn, only that I should pay attention to detail and accuracy. I recorded and studied according to his instructions. Then I began to realize that Kung Fu isn't just about moves. The Grand Master's philosophies on the fist are also philosophies of life, and every action or lack thereof corresponds to the natural laws of wax and wane. This wisdom amazed me even further, focusing on the infinite mysteries of Kung Fu. Where do you even start? The Sui regulator's Kung Fu is not just for self-defense, but also to suppress the enemy and protect the innocent. I don't think one should draw too many conclusions about it. It's just a skill. Right. I later realized that it wasn't so complicated. Kung Fu is just Kung Fu, no more, no less. I didn't learn this, though, through study of the martial arts. I learned this wisdom from everyday life as I grew older and wiser, correlating it with Kung Fu. Wisdom isn't about one thing, it's about everything. Everything? The Grand Master wrote in the Book of Arms, "See the other through the self. Remain upright and wait for the proper time." What he means is that one must ensure that one's posture is upright and firm, then seek the opportunity for victory. No matter the situation, one must remain composed, unaffected by outside matters. What's that? You look like you saw a ghost. There you are, Candlestick. So you were with ink brush. I was looking for you all day. Is that just names Shiz come up with for them? Rice Experiment Area A. Soil originium activity has 20% during the growing period. Total production was approximately 320 caddies. Experiment Area B. 23% originium activity. 150 caddies production. Experiment Area C. 25% originium activity. Almost zero crop survival. Negligible change from last season's data, or the season before. The same goes for the other crop experiment areas. I see. You don't look disappointed at all. No point trying to rush things. We take them one step at a time. 25% remains the critical line. Plant survivability drops off precipitously once soil originium activity exceeds that level. This applies to both cash crops and cover crops. Yet the figure remains much lower than the level of natural soil originium activity in the vast majority of regions. Thinking about giving up? No. I'm just not sure if this is the only result, then there is no way to expand the application of the Wanqing, the 10,000 Qing of Fertile Fields project. All these years and nothing to show for it. Not even a bud of hope. 15%. 25 years ago, that was the critical line that had us stumped. It took 9 generations of crops before we found a originium-resistant variant in the corner of one of the plates. You and the Qianqi kept going for this long? Did you know that the people used to fertilize the fields with fluids from the Dahuang fibrous slug in order to protect crops from the impact of originium? Yes, but it's just folklore. There's no scientific basis to it. Originium doesn't infect plants like it does animals. It only changes the... Yes, but that's what people in the past came up with when technology wasn't so advanced. The result of coincidence and misunderstanding. We tried so many different things just to carve out a little piece of farmland for ourselves. It took generations after generations of trial and error to get our agriculture to where it is today. As you said, the Wenqing project is one where hope is hard to come by. Perhaps, many years later, people will look back at us the same way as we look back at the ancients who fertilized their fields with fibrous slug fluids. Only one thing is clear though. Plates on their own can't produce enough food for everyone. People will always go hungry in the remote villages, places where the nomadic city can't reach. And I'm willing to believe that one day we'll break the shackles of Originium, and then we'll truly have the 10,000 Qing of fertile fields. A certain someone said that to me once upon a time. Do you mean? Still working in the lab at this hour. The power bills keep piling up. Oh, wrong voice. I'm just here to submit some data. I'll be going now. Oh, Zwahe. Haven't seen you for a while. Look how tall you've grown. Why don't you stay for dinner? Sorry, I have things to do in the fields. Excuse me. Why does he always look like he's terrified of me? You're the big boss of Dan Huang. Or Da Huang. People should be scared of you. Doesn't mean everyone will listen to me. Isn't the hour a little late to still be working? Alright, I'll be going. Cooking soup so late is rather tiring. Smells good. Who are you treating? Your sisters? Or that relative of yours who came to visit? What's his name? Zwale? Everyone's working hard in preparation for the summer harvest. This soup is for the hardest worker. Did you have to poke fun at me before dinner? A little mean, don't you think? Then bring the bowl over. Alright. All my life I've been dealing with things that grow from the soil. Now I have to learn everything about engineering from scratch. And it's not easy dealing with the Ministry of Engineering, arguing all day about the assignment of a few tianqis. It's even more tiring than farm work. Eat up then. You've definitely lost a few caddies. Sure, except 3 huge pieces of rib in one bowl. You're trying to burst my stomach. 3's plenty. 1 more and it's going to spill over. Spilled soup would make a mess, and it's even worse when someone's get burned. You can put it down if you don't want it. That won't do. So much effort went into this soup. We can't let it go to waste. Do you have to talk like that today? I'm just talking about this bowl of ribs and liano soup. The ribs come from lovingly raised meat beasts, while the liano comes from ponds that we dug with our own hands. This soup represents the efforts of generations of people. And of your efforts all these years. We must not allow what should not be here to ruin this hard-won soil. After all these years, so many years, I've almost forgotten how I come to know you. Sometimes I wish I really did. If only you were just a diligent non-ye tianqi, and me a humble farmer. But I could never forget. Even if I forgot, someone would help me remember. The scrolls of the Sui regulator remember. The list of fallen candle holders remembers. Say no more. You know what I mean. What I'm concerned about. Your brother. One person can fool another, but no one can fool time. It took me the better part of my lifetime to come to trust you. I don't have the time left to trust another. He shouldn't have come back at a time like this, Shu. Don't make things difficult for me. Wait, who's the brother? Good evening, grain buds. ink brush? Why are you standing so far away? Alright, I promise. I know your book isn't a sketchbook, and I won't add faces to the people in it. Sketchbook? Does she mean your record of martial combat? My fault. Don't ever let the Grand Master of Chubai see it. I know. Although, come to think of it, they might like the cartoonish style. Ahem. Were you looking for me, Grainbuds? Here, this is for you. A bracelet. Weaved from Yan Yan's wool. Thank you, Gift, for bringing him home today. I didn't do anything, except cause problems. Well, don't think too much about what Zwahi said. He's alright most of the time, but he gets all angry and stubborn when it comes to farming. All the young Tianchis he tutors are scared of him. He's already a Shoyu Tianchi? I think. He takes over Shu's lessons when she's busy. There are so many kinds of Tianchi, I just can't keep track of them. Say, why are you called Candlestick anyway? Oh, okay, it's not a name she gave her. Candle holder? Yeah, it's so weird. Nobody uses candles anymore. The title candle holder comes from... Never mind. It means that I'm one of Yan's official messengers. Well, mind that you don't accidentally set the letters on fire. What are you snickering at, sketchbook ink brush? Nothing, candlestick messenger. The sky grows dark. The summer breeze brings the fresh scent of the earth. Insects sing amongst the grass as the stars rise. There's a figure wandering not too far away, and Grainbuds picks it up right away. Zwahi, when are you gonna come over? Are you still angry that I asked you to help get the Tianchis to register the foals? I'm not angry. I'm just exhausted after dealing with the foals he brought back. Oh, do you need to go to bed? Oh, we need to name the pair. They were found together. I've got an idea. Let's name them Zwaman like Grainbuds and Zwahi like Grainstalk. No way. Hesheng sits down on the grass. Sorry if you're still angry at me. I'm not really angry at you. Candlestick, what is a messenger like you doing in Dahwang? You're not delivering letters, just playing with us all day. I made a mistake. Father sent me here to learn. But I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to learn or how I'm supposed to learn it. In my old job, there were a lot of things that hadn't been cleared up, but Father wouldn't let me investigate. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here. Wow, your dad's scary. When the teachers at the Tianchi Bureau scold the kids even younger than me, they say that if you don't behave, your Baba and Mama will come and punish you. Well, Candlestick got punished by his Baba, but I've made so many mistakes, so why don't my Baba and Mama come and punish me? Your parents? Shu says my parents are Tianchis in a place far away, but she never told me what they do or why I don't hear from them. The Xianjiang says my parents named me Xiaoman or Grainbuds because they think we should be content with the little things, like grains in the field. General Zhao must be hoping that you'll live a happy and carefree life, Zwali. The Grand Master must hope that you will be content and comfortable in whatever situation then, Yon. It's his rank in the regulators. Oh. Come to think of it, I've never got the chance to ask you your name. Yon Qinping. People sometimes say it sounds like a girl's name. Not at all, it's nice. Reminds me of lotus ponds in summer. Zwahi's name has a story behind it too. The farmers found him in the rice fields. The old folks thought he was born from the rice crops, which is how he got a name that means rice stalk. Shu still has a picture from back then. I'll bring it tomorrow. Grainbuds. Everyone loves that photo. Candlestick and Inkbrush should see it too. Why doesn't Hesheng get a nickname beyond Zwei? Why not contribute one? Grainbuds here seems quite amenable to suggestions. I can't tell if this recorder guy is the same race as Hung, since he's got a little horn on his forehead. Oh. I'll have to see it again. I wasn't actually paying attention to that. The summer evening breeze brushes their hair to the accompaniment of cicada songs. A few fireflies take to the air while stars fall from the sky. Grainbuds is no longer chasing the fireflies. She sits on the grass smelling of night dew, panting from the chase. There is no room for gloom or worry in the heart of the young and innocent. She only has eyes for the sincere joy of the present. Oh, you can actually see the stars! Look, shooting stars! According to Shu, the old Shenong stories say that crops grow well where the shooting stars fall. Should we go and see where they fell? She said that to get you to come down from your tree and go to bed. You seriously think it's true? Oh yeah, I kind of see the horn now in the back. Yeah, right. Of course I do. But it's very far away. Way beyond Da Huang. Then we'll leave Da Huang. What if they fell at the edge of heaven? Then we'll go to the edge of heaven. I'll go. You'll come too, Zwahi, and the rest of you too. There's a lot of time to look for them before the sun rises. Maybe we'll never find them and keep walking until we're all grandpas and grandmas. Searching for stars. Ha, yes, searching for stars. Oh, no, that wasn't her. Yes, searching for stars. Has it occurred to you that this may be what you're supposed to be looking for? Stars. Yeah. Come, let's cross this stream. Didn't she say before she couldn't cross the stream? Hey, Zwale. How old are you? 19. What's the matter? Nothing. I'm older than you. Wait, what are you talking about over there? Tomorrow is the Xiazi. Da Huang will be holding the Shenong festival, welcoming Shenong with her songs and costumes. Let's go have some fun. Didn't you say you wanted to look for the stars? I said until the sun rises. The Shenong festival. That's not for fun, is it? Of course it is. They put on plays and fairs and there's lots to eat. The Xianzang says everybody has been working so hard and we should relax a little. That's why he's going. I'm going to play the flute. And there are the other shows too. Alright, I'll go and see. I'll see and think. Oh my god, he's thinking! He's learning to think! Nice. Onwards. Onwards. A tutorial, okay. Farming is a chore both physically and mentally. Oh, they're probably going to introduce how we can open and close this stuff, maybe. A neuron activated. Brain cells rubbing together. Oh. Alright, teach me. Teach me, game. Oh, it's going to be these things, isn't it? Not a bad idea to do some sightseeing here where no one can bother me. Instantly bothered. Huh? Are those farmland pests? No, something's up. Oof. Oh, is she facing this way? Oh, she is too. Okay. Sure enough, they're polluting the fields. Yes, the sky poles have detected traces of blight. Our battlefield this time takes place on farmland. Other than holes and passages, the entire field is covered with shallow water. It seems like blight can spread through water to pollute all connected ground tiles. Luckily, we have throttle valves to partition the fields. You can do that by placing this throttle valve here between the high ground tiles to seal off the contaminated area. The left side here and the right side here have now been separated into two. Blight will no longer spread to the other body of water. Here to help! We have more enemies incoming! Alright, don't let Blight spread any further. Alright, so she's gonna block them from doing that. Whoa, that hurts! The blight spread by these creatures will pollute the shallow water. Operators standing on unpolluted farmland will restore HP over time. But if they are deployed on polluted tiles, they'll take a large burst of arts damage and also take continuous arts damage over time. Enemies can continuously pollute the water, and the more serious the pollution, the more damage. Oh, it increases! Oh no! I thought it was just gonna be like, and it's polluted, not that it stacks. Oh no. You can judge how polluted the water is in an area from its color or from checking the sky pole. I'm checking the sky pole. I'm not really sure what it's telling me though. Hold on, Cardigan. Oh, they attack these? Oh my god, what bastards. Can someone please stop them? Yossi! The orange bar below it. Oh! Something's attacking the throttle valve. That's a field mouse. They couldn't have just said mouse. They had to say field mouse. A major problem for many farmers. They have adapted to modern farming methods and they exclusively like to target throttle valves. I'll help you guys out. Oosh. Get him. Take him out. Oh god, are they actually going to break it? They're going to break it. There's too many of them. I can't block them all and the throttle valve's destroyed. Blight will spread once the throttle valve is destroyed, but it doesn't happen instantly. The Qianshis have provided us with another throttle valve. Block the same opening from earlier and keep the farmland separated. Or you can pull back your defenses and partition off more areas to prevent Blight from spreading even more. I'll let you decide what happens next on the battlefield, Doctor. Got it. Trench it! I'm gonna have to deal with these. Shigoto. Oh, these guys are gonna come in and pollute it anyway. Oy-ya-ya. Oy-ya-ya. So wait, does over time, does it depollute? Or does it remain polluted? Oh, she's about to die. Quick, get healing. Healing! Okay, it doesn't look like it reduces. It just keeps stacking. Got it. Got it. Polluted unless clean water is pumped in. Oh, you can pump in clean water? Ooh. The Shenong Shrine pays tribute not to deities, but to the grain stalk in the heart that does not bend or break. Ooh, this is a lot of long range stuff. I actually kind of want to bring... You know what? No, we're going to run with this. What's the level recommendation? 35? I think we're still fine. Yeah, we're still fine. But that is shown in a different tutorial stage. Oh no, more mechanics. Ah! Another lost harvest. Sow the seeds, raise the seedlings, only to see it all taken away by catastrophe. We took our land back from the Ferenmuts. Why then do so many people continue to suffer? Is there a land not afflicted by catastrophe? Wind, frost, rain and snow we can handle, but catastrophe and Originium are a whole different matter. People they touch fall ill, crops they touch die. Farmers look for the right soil to plant their crops. If this land is not fit for humans, who planted us here in the first place. We must find a way. Man must eat. Bong. Let the wild plains, rivers and mountains come. Harsh is the east wind, the frozen moon, heaven's fickle raging thunder. May the scent of rice fill heaven and earth, north and south, and fear neither drought nor flood. If only I was the wind and spring rain, bringing spring to the people. Plough the great plains and soak them with blood, sweat and tears. Trample 1,000 li flat and turn them into fields of gold. The scorching sun of the 6th month has turned the city into an oven. The occasional wind brings the pleasant scent of rice and warms the heart. This year's opera is particularly popular. The space in front of the stage is filled with people, heads bobbing up and down as they stand on tiptoes, trying to get a better view while unconsciously humming along. Zoile watches the stage from afar. The actors are dressed in fashions of the past, their motions theatrically exaggerated, belting out verses in the regional dialect that he does not fully understand. What's it about? The story of Shennong putting the land of Da Huang to the plow for the first time. The 3-act opera is an essential part of the annual Shennong festival. This is the 2nd act, Signs of Heaven. Why isn't it in the local dialect? The first Qianqis here came from all over. No one remembers exactly where they came from today. When the opera was written, the characters were assigned a regional dialect based on their traits, and things have stayed that way. What about the people lined up over there? They're there to greet Shennong. Legend has it that Shennong returns to Da Huang every summer to check on the harvest. As one of the rare, unpolluted regions, Da Huang has long been Yan's breadbasket. It began 1,000 years ago when a group of farmers settled here and began cultivating the land, until catastrophe found them. Bum, 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 bum. The song from the stage grows high and piercing, drumsticks raining upon tiny drums in an increasing frenzy. An actor circles the stage wearing simple clothes and carrying a basket filled with rice grains. Is that actor playing Shennong? A catastrophe the likes of which had never been seen struck Da Huang. The land was severely polluted and monsters ravaged the farms. Generations of hard work reduced to nothing. Cultivating the land is hard. Finding land that can be cultivated is even harder. Shennong learned of what happened here and decided to try to save this hard-won soil. She settled here with a group of farmers and Qianqis, studying how to cleanse the pollution in the soil and developing new breeds of crops that could adapt to the environment generation after generation. The drumming grows deeper and heavier, and the song becomes broad and bold. A crash of the gong and the screaming song sweeps the stage. On stage, Shennong turns around, disappearing into the falling white snow made from rice flowers and reed flowers, until the whole stage is covered in white. The flute heralds a green bud sprouting from the snow as the flute plays a winding melody. Zoile stretches out his hand and catches a rice flower floating from the stage. What's the story here? Shennong passed away on a journey to the north in search of new species. Her body was never found, only a basket and pouch filled with rice grains. They were brought back to Da Huang and buried in a cenotaph. Some say that in the summer of the year of Shennong's death, she was seen descending from the sky as the last rice was harvested, touching the harvested crops with gladness and sowing new seeds in the fields. Since then, Da Huang has held an annual festival to welcome Shennong and pray for a good harvest. Is Shennong a figure of legend? Absolutely not. While there are elements of myth in the stories associated with her, there is no doubt that Shennong did, in fact, exist. There are records of her existence in the Qianqi Bureau's publications. She was the founder of Yanist agriculture theory, the first to summarize it in a systematic manner, and responsible for determining the patterns of the 24 Jaequi solar terms. Surely it's not just the Qianqi Bureaus that kept such records. It should be common knowledge in Yan. I'm surprised you had to ask. Shu, the sixth, measured the signs of heaven and laid out the 24 Jequi. She appeared in Da Huang at the time of the Great Famine and has faithfully restored the city for 1,000 years since. I didn't realize there was one like that among the proxies. Zwahe, you're here today. Is Grainbuds not with you? And who's this young man over here? Uncle Wang, I'm not. I shouldn't get into young folks' business. How's the harvest going for your research crops? Not well. Pretty good. We're at a key juncture. We might see results in another couple of seasons. Good, good. Nice to have something to show for after working hard all year round. Well, have fun. I'll get the Reaper ready. That was a lie, wasn't it? Don't ask. Where did Grainbuds go? She's supposed to be playing the flute for the show. Don't they? They better not do anything to Grainbuds, man. Don't you dare touch Grainbuds. It's me. I bought some fresh baked cookies. I thought I could use rough cane sugar, but nobody uses that anymore. These were made from the white sugar they sell in shops. Try one. These fruits are a new variety, much sweeter than the sour stuff we had to eat in the past. I brought a few of each type because I'm not sure what you like. Oh. How are you feeling? Still dizzy? I came to see you. And them. Do you hear the music? They're holding the annual festival to welcome Shenong. How lonely it must be here with everybody celebrating in town. A few pine trees line the riverbank. Some are already centuries old, while others seem to have been planted recently. The summer is high and the entire forest smells of pine resin under the sun. Shu reaches out to touch one of the pines. A wooden placard dangles off the branches tied to a red ribbon. A few bugs could be seen climbing on the bark, while foul beasts cry in the canopy. The summer has brought a few catastrophes. The weather is rough this year. I'll instruct the Tianchis to be conscientious. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is Shu's brother, isn't it? Oh, it just clicked. The harvest isn't great, but things aren't that bad. We've been doing this for many years. We've always had enough food to get by. The man stares at the river with his mouth open, but says nothing. We have a lot of visitors from outside. Some know the truth. I'm helping. Don't worry. We didn't manage to protect it all. Mumbled, sobbing. The man sobs into his hands. It'll get better. There'll be a way. The extraordinary catastrophe, the past, the sacrifice and death, it won't go to waste. Do you remember? We've all seen seeds take root and sprout. I'll take care of them. But you can... Sound of footsteps. They fall slowly and lightly on the fallen pine leaves, clearly trying to hide the sound. But the man's ears twitch and he opens his half-closed, cloudy eyes. He sees a blurry figure, 2 little hair buns on her head and a bamboo flute on her belt. He moves his lips as if to say something, then falls silent again. He looks around blankly, then turns around, picks up his axe, and walks into the woods. Ah. Come out, Grainbuds. An elderly woman takes the stage, carrying a bundle of rice stalks in her arms. She separates them into 3 bunches and plants them in the grains in the middle of the shrine in Shinong. She raises a clay bowl full of wine to her brow, then pours the contents on the ground. The farmers bang the bell 3 times, shrouding all of Dahuang in the ringing. Even the earth seems to tremble. The farmers below bow while reciting quiet prayers. They go up to the stage one by one, taking out a few seeds and placing them in the grain pile. Every farmer brings a few seeds, which can be of any crop. The grain is piled high so that Shinong can see the way back, so that wind and rain may favor Dahuang, so that Yan will not go hungry. You didn't bring any, did you? I have some extras here. Put them in after you bow. Toise Li. The harvest this year has already been poor. Hopefully nothing happens to the summer harvest. The young Tianchi bows deeply, then puts rice grains into the pile. The pile is a lot smaller this year. In good years, there wouldn't even be enough room to put all the grains we brought. We'd bring bags and pile them up on the sides of the altar, something we did gladly. Young kids climbed the pile for fun. The adults didn't stop them because it was believed that the higher the kids climbed, the higher the crops would grow the next year. What happens to the grain? Is it made into porridge? No, it's brewed into alcohol, which everyone shares at next year's festival. Rice from the year before is used to make yeast for next year's drink, year after year. It's our commitment to ourselves. He Sheng bows. The Xianzhang gives him a bowl of grain alcohol. He Shang takes it with both hands and gulps it down. Good work this year, Xiaohe. Thank you, Jiangzhang. Good boy. Zhuali carefully sets his grain on the pile and bows deeply, following the example of the others. May wind and rain favor Dahuang, and peace ever favor Yan. The fiery wine flows down his throat. The scent of grains fill his senses, while a bout of giddiness rushes up his spine. Oh my god, that drum. A thunderous clash of the drums ring from behind the Shenong shrine, thicker than heavier than the bell just now. The farmers stop to listen to the 12 drum beats that announce the hour of noon. The first beat brings the spring rain and cracks the frozen earth. The second beat cracks like spring thunder and causes brown branches to sprout green again. The 12th beat covers the rich earth with prosperous snow. The farmer raises his stick and delivers the final beat. Bang. Damn, that's a big drum. Harvest! Harvest! Firecrackers like strings of red peppers are lit, exploding in joyful golden light and assaulting the eardrums. The sound of firecrackers is soon replaced by engines rumbling, driving into the fields that stretch as far as the eye can see. The fields are like golden cakes and farmers like frosting, starting on the edges and creating joyful tracks. As tires leave their trails in the mud, the harvesters spew golden waves from their rears, tiny particles mixed with the occasional clump of grass and dirt. Oh. Cowling liquor. Just bought it at the fair. Lao Shi will have your head if she finds out you're drinking on the job. All we're doing is watching the water levels and keeping track of a few numbers. I could have 3 bottles in me and still catch any unusual data with one glance. Hey, am I actually drunk? Cross-check that originium level on the silt for me. What the? Close the gate. Uh-oh. A crack of summer thunder overhead causes the clouds to tremble. The farmers standing on the levees look up at the sound. All they see is the sun over their heads, its rays reflecting off the water in the paddies. Why did you follow me? Shouldn't you be playing the flute for the opera? You were the one who sneaked out. Why do you always come here with food by yourself during the Shenong festival? Did you come to visit the mute uncle? Who is he? Why doesn't he live with the others? He has an illness that he's afraid he could pass on to others. That's why he moved here on his own. Oh. The others are all afraid of him. Aren't you, Grainbuds? Well, a little. I saw him when I was looking for Mian Mian a few days ago. He wasn't as scary as people say. It's just the way he looks and the axe he carries. But I can tell he's not a bad man. When he's hungry, he glares at me the same way Zhao he glares at the students who don't do their homework. You're a smart kid. Stray stock beast foals become aggressive and distrustful, but it doesn't take long for them to start acting like the normal when you've spent some time eating and playing with other stock beasts. Maybe that uncle will be happier if he has someone talking to him. It's sad that he has to be in this place by himself. There are so many Qianxis in Jiahong. Can't any of them cure his illness? Someday, maybe. Shu, does his illness have anything to do with the monsters in the legends? Why do you ask? There's this dream I've had more than once. It takes place right here on this levee, and sometimes I see that mute uncle standing on it. In the dream, the weather gets really bad, sometimes very dry, sometimes raining heavily, and the wind brings strange things from the other side of the river. All the seedlings in the fields die, and the granaries run out of grain. Have you ever told this to anyone? Whoa, thunder! Run, Grainbuds. Hurry back. She's a prophet. Uh-oh. Rain? Rain? Not that unusual this season, is it? Something's not right with the skies. Who cares? The Qianxis didn't say anything. Can't be catastrophe. Just disappointing that a day like this is spoiled by rain. The water in the paddies looks muddy. No. Run! What's the matter? Where are you going? The actors are still singing on stage. Thunder rumbles with the drums and massive raindrops fall on the ground like the drumsticks falling on the drums. Rain! Dark clouds gather rapidly like spilled ink, lightning flashing as they clash with one another to form what looks like an enormous black monstrosity. A torrent spills from the clouds. The dust stirred in the field is quickly drowned under the deluge. A small cluster of originium bloom in the fields. Wait, is it like originium rain? The rice stalks look down towards this tiny black flower. Oh. Oh, we're going in. We're going into the next stage. Alright, so we want to hold them off here. So I am... Oh, there's going to be two ways, isn't there? Already a sick one's coming out. Okay, I'm actually going to put her... No, she has to be up front. She has to be up front. Maybe we just move our backline back. What are we doing here? What are we doing, huh? Actually, that'll work. No, there's no indicator thing on this map. I don't know how blighted it is. Damn, she's already taking a lot of damage. So can you purposely No, you can't purposely open them. Okay. Actually, why would you purposely open them? Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. Blighted water gets becomes really red as it gets polluted. Oh, so it turns red. I imagine it's about to turn red very quickly. I am going to put you know what? We're gonna put her here. God, she's so feral. You can just hear it in her voice. Oh, now she's just saying the same line over and over. Damn it. Oh, it's getting real red. Do I have another healer? I do. Oh, no. Oh, no. So if they die... Oh, damn it. If they die on the thing, it starts turning it. That's unfortunate. It's looking like we're going to need an invisibility revealer for this stuff. So I'm going to prep. I'm going to prep a tank here. I'm going to pull this healer back so that I can redeploy later. Goes from water to Dr. Pepper pretty fast. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's like no reason to put any units out there because they're all invisible. Oh, rip. The tank died already. Oh, they become revealed when they go over this. Ah. Forbidden pepper. Oh, she's not going to attack because it's lower than the health threshold. Oh. Oh, okay. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to get swarmed by the little invisible things. How many more times must we see this? Newly sprouted seedlings, stalks bending from the weight of grain, branches filled with fruit, all gone before a catastrophe. Locusts, droughts, blizzards, frost, floods. Frost in early spring almost wiped out the seedlings. It took all our effort to preserve a small portion of them. What will it take to feed everyone? A sudden rain has drowned any festive spirit. The rain begins to subside, but not the water accumulated in the fields, which has reached ankle depth. How could so much water accumulate so quickly? It's turbid. Did the rain carry dirty mud from upstream? It's going to pollute the fields. Geisy dare. What are they doing at the construction site? Drain the damned thing already. This is bad. The dam's burst. Tamada, you've got to be kidding me. What's going on? Apparently a Reginium vein upstream exploded, sending fragments down the river that got caught in the machinery, blowing a hole in the dam. Why didn't anyone notice? The water levels were normal. We didn't detect any unusual Originium reactions, or expect the Originium activity to be so irregular. Jiangyu De. During flood season, no less. The water is filled with originium silt. It's going to wreak havoc on the crops, maybe even cause infection. Everyone be careful. Dam repairs will take time. Get people downstream to block the flow. The current is getting faster. What do we do if the entire dam collapses? What do you think we can do? Stop it with your arts, your lives? The polluted water continues to spread. The fields are already filled with mud. Step on it. More sandbags. We need to protect the experiments in this field. Don't let it get flooded. The specialty is playing with sand, isn't it? Get to it. You're the one who plays with sand. My specialty is soil analysis. I'll do what I can. Farmers and Chianchis line up to deliver sandbag after sandbag to the banks, scrapping together a makeshift dam with originium arts. There is one last gap in it. Gah, I can't. What? The youth leaps up with a bag of sand in his arms and tries to block the gap, but a gust of wind stops him in his tracks. What are you doing? That water is mixed with originium-filled muck. Are you trying to get infected? It's my job to protect the people. You think everyone needs your protection? You're different from the people standing here because why? How can I help? The flood is caused by a burst dam. It's overwhelmed the field's drainage system. We're in flood season and it'll take time to repair it. The situation will only get worse if we don't do something. You're a messenger, right? Are you fast? I suppose. What do you need me to do? Someone needs to take charge in this chaos. Take this map and go to the marked plates. Find the farmer in charge and get the plates ready to move. What are you planning? Da Huang's nomadic city modifications are only partially complete, but some degree of movement is possible. While repairs at the dam continue, we'll rebuild the drainage system by rearranging the plates and creating elevation. Yeah. The edges of the metal plate melt as they connect to the gap in the dam. The flood, seeking the path of least resistance, continues to batter the hasty repair. Water shoots out of the gaps in the metal, cutting open a crack like sharp blades. That's not how your arts are supposed to be used, Laoshi. You need to rest. I'll take over for a while. Back off. Your arts are no good, child. Oh. Heavenly Forge. Nian? What's this mess? We aren't even done at the factory. But looking at this flood, good job holding out this long. You should not intervene outside of work in the core city. Call it emergency discretion, alright? Seriously, you engineers are even more uptight than the Sui regulator. Go catch your breath. I'll deal with the rest. You intend to rearrange the plates? No time to explain. I know work on Da Huang's mobile plates is incomplete, but they're capable of basic movement. Moving a few plates will go a long way towards draining the polluted water in the fields. You can't be serious. Only Rong and Qianqi Shu have the authority to move the plates. No one else may. Both of them are busy coordinating flood control efforts. The flood shows no sign of abating. Fields and crops are being drowned as we speak. What are you going to do? Hold a Tianchi Bureau meeting? Why, you're Tianchi Shu's apprentice. I've seen you with her. Very well, I trust you. But they are plates of various sizes and there are dozens. Any movement is a complex job that will take several Tianchis an entire day to calculate. No need for that. I have the layout memorized and a plan. This is what we'll do. Plate A9, 5 tiles to the east. Plate B8, down 5 levels. What are you doing standing there? Get on it! Fine. I don't have any better ideas. What's going on? The plate is moving? Wait, the flood seems to have gotten weaker. The plates are moving. Seek shelter. Seek shelter where? The greenhouses? Calm down and evacuate through the passage to plate C4. It's at a higher elevation now and gives protection from the floods. Qingping, what are you doing here? I saw Hesheng and he told me what he's planning. The river is to the north of Dahuang. The plates to the west are the ones that have to be moved in order to drain the water from the northwest side of Dahuang to the valley in the southwest. I didn't think of that at all. Run, bird and beasts, run! Mian Mian, stay put! Grain buds? Candlestick, ink brush. What about Big Buffalo? Is he okay? Don't worry, he's in a safe place. Oh, I'm so relieved. Wait, no, that's not it. The stock beasts ran away in panic when the plates started moving. Help me catch them. Where did these stock beasts come from? Mian Mian, no running! Who gave the control of the stock beast to the child? Stop, that's the edge of the plate. Oh, dusk. Dusk? Who permitted you to use your powers? Slowpokes. Going door to door like this, half the houses will be flooded by the time you reach them. But never thought I would be helping the Sui regulator clean up their mess. I'll do it this once. Won't happen again. Where are we? Tianxiards? Who could be so powerful? Look! The sky's clearing up. I forget what... The Sui regulators... Is their whole goal to keep the Sui siblings away from each other? Because isn't there a thing like if they all come together, like there's a prophecy or something? I can't actually remember. It's been so long since that story arc. It's the prophecy of when they come together and then there's like a massive catastrophe, pretty much. Okay. Everyone's exhausted. Dahuang can't afford another disaster. I suppose this qualifies as extenuating circumstances. Phew. Go away. Eh? What'd she just do? The siblings are basically Sui broken up. Yeah. A breeze sweeps across the land. Vast expanses of farmland undulate like breathing, cutting the surging torrent into smaller streams that flow along planned routes. So everyone's on edge when they're together. Yeah, understandable. Standing on the edge of the plate, the lucky stock beast watches the flood subside, then digs out a patch of clean grass with its nose and begins to eat. The sun shines through the clouds upon a land that has survived disaster. Barely. Plates A9 through C3 successfully moved. All accumulated water is now being drained. End of report. What is the extent of the damage? Varying levels of pollution on plates A9 through B3. Less impact to the other plates, but further inspections are called for. Crops from polluted fields must be disposed of. The summer harvest will be significantly impacted, on top of a year that has already seen disappointing results. Almost a year of the people's hard work washed away. Will there be enough to fill this year's quota? How many will go hungry? There will be enough, thanks to the efforts of countless generations. But we can't afford another surprise. This is bigger than just Dahuang. We must report to the capital and coordinate food supplies across all of Yan. Yumen is closest to Dahuang, but it was also struck by catastrophe earlier this year. Repairs are still ongoing and it's unlikely they could spare anyone. Indeed, the Ministry of Engineering indicates that catastrophe frequency has been rising in recent years. This has been a bad year. Da Huang is already the country's biggest food producer. We can't ask for aid from other cities. Plate repairs can wait. Da Huang's first priority is food production. There are still many experimental fields close to bearing fruit that have not yet been moved to safer plates. We'll need to delay work on the 12 pagodas and 5 cities. We need to bring back the Tianqis who were reassigned there to save the remaining farms and grain. We can't afford to delay the summer planting. I understand your difficulties, but can we not discuss a delay of the 12 pagodas and 5 cities? Food is important, of course, but the 12 pagodas and 5 cities is also an important national defense project. The Imperial Court has reason to order it completed by autumn. We must consider the benefits and drawbacks carefully. You want to consider it carefully? You'll write to the capital, have the Council of Ministers meet for 10 days and come back to us with a result. A food shortfall doesn't mean people pay a few more coins to buy their grain. It means that many thousands will go hungry. How many will be driven from their homes if there is war? Never forget where the 12 pagodas and 5 cities project came from. Across the river. You know it's more than that. Beyond the issue with demons, there is... Excuse me. This is not the right time or place for this topic. Watch your words. I see. It's not easy to quantify benefits and drawbacks, but our priority is clear. The summer harvest and planting involve years of research and food for millions. There can be no delay. We should ask the Tianqis to help inspect and repair affected areas. This is our immediate priority. As for the schedule of the 12 pagodas and 5 cities, I'll request instructions from the Tianqi bureaus in the name of the Ministry of Rights. Perhaps something can be done with the help of the Chamber of Heaven's designs. I'll take responsibility if the Imperial Court determines that the matter was not properly handled. Well, if they want to chop someone's head off, they can make it mine. Just say I put a sword to the Assistant Minister's neck here. You stay out of this. How do we get anything done if we're already talking about responsibility before we've gotten any work done? It's the people of Yan who will pay the price for a mistake. We're merely 3 insignificant specimens thereof. If both of you insist, I will defer to your decision. I ask that you remember the promises you just made. No problem. Everything goes well, everyone's happy. Things go wrong, you can pin it all on me. That's not what I meant. All I meant is that, given the urgency of the situation, it would be prudent to communicate with the Chamber of Heaven's designs. I most certainly concur. I will draft a detailed report for Assistant Minister Ning to deliver to the Chamber. As you probably saw from the dialogue, one of them is already dead. Oh, the Sui, yeah. That was the, Wait. Isn't that the one we fought with Dusk and... It was the Ling one, right? That guy? Maybe? I need to prepare for that. I take my leave. Or is it the sister? Because they also talked about the sister in kind of like a fond memories kind of way. Excuse me, ladies. Well, at least my Ministry of Engineering won't be taking the fall. Let's hope the supplies arrive on time. Kick and roll. Kick and roll. Grain Buds absent-mindedly kicks the dirt in the fields. Then lumps roll haphazardly, while Grain Buds walks with her head bowed, swinging wild grass that she picked from the roadside. Wonder how long the power outage might last this time. It's so hot and the stock beast is scared. Disease could spread too. They're not eating or sleeping. Are they comfortable in their new home? There's Wahi too. Haven't seen him at dinner for days. Doesn't he know that he needs to rest when tired? He's dumber than a burden beast. The weather is getting worse each year and the crops don't grow well. Has Shanong really abandoned this land? She winds the grass around her finger, then rolls it up. She makes a motion to throw it, and she remembers how Shuu weaved the grass into a foal with a few deft movements of her fingers. Shuu could make some things if I brought this grass back. She's so busy, and even Candlestick is nowhere to be seen. Guess I should bring some more back and weave it up. Maybe it'll make them happier. And where the heck is Mian Mian? Goddamn Mian Mian. Grainbuds lifts her feet and kicks a piece of dirt hard. It hits a rice stalk, spins, and comes to a stop. Splat. It leaves no mark on the rice stalk. A flood. The crops in the fields bow their heads just like everyone has. Only a single rice plant stands tall in the carnage. It holds its grains high and proud, almost in scorn of everything else that has fallen, as though it has absorbed the life force of everything around it. When everything else goes dark, it alone blooms bright like life. Grainbuds could not resist reaching out to touch it. It is bright red. Oh, no, it's red. That's bad. It's bad. A burdened beast strolls by the edge of the paddies, the sun shining upon it. It is bright red too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Danger, danger, danger. Here at last. The tired one closes her reddened eyes. The river has drowned her mouth. The mud glued her eyes shut. Trees and weeds sway lifelessly in the wind. She tries her hardest to identify the sound. She brushes her hand against a fallen seedling, and it stands back up in the mud, enervated. She closes her eyes. The river flows past her hair, and the roots of the trees are like lines on her palm. There was a time many years ago when catastrophes were frequent as they are now. There was nothing I could do. I watched as rice ready for harvest fell in the fields, leaving nothing but a tiny patch that could barely fill a single bag. You said to me, your face full of mud, that there was nothing to worry about. Keep at it, year after year, and it will come. There were no wrinkles on your face back then. And you weren't Shenong yet. So many years have passed. Why is the dream still so distant? The earth beneath her feet undulates like her breathing, as though there is a warm heart deep below and that continues to beat slowly and heavily. Now its shallow footsteps become recognizable. Oh, it's a vehicle? The rumble of motor vehicles only heard once every few months. Caravans from afar deliver new supplies, new things, and news from the other places, bringing some excitement to the life of monotonous labor in Dahuang. It does not take long for the dust cloud to close the distance, and a figure comes down from the lead vehicle. He is wearing a light, spotless shirt, and wind and smoke follow him for 10,000 li. You're back. Oh. Long time no see. My dear sister. Oh, okay. Dude, how many Sui siblings are there? It seems like there's way too many. How many are... So there's Dusk, Nian, Ling, Shu, Chongyu, whatever his name is. This guy, the sister. Am I missing anyone? There's 12? Oh my god, there's 12. I only know of 7. I don't know the others. Early seeding. The signs of heaven are right. Time to get back on your feet, even if dark clouds draw near. Okay. Elite level 1. Alright, we have to get rid of our low levels now. Leto, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Zoom. And Leto's replacement can be... Do we have another lord somewhere? I don't think we do. You know what, Frostleaf, get in here. Spectre, let's get rid of you. And bring in Blaze. Cold Shot, let's get rid of you. And bring in... Actually... Aosta might not be bad here. I think that's all my low levels, right? Yeah, everyone else is at least E level 1. Good. 1 for each great art. Ooh. Ooh. My dear sister, traveling with the gentleman has taught me that the lands beyond are very different from Da Huang. Humans have invented many things in just a few decades. There are all kinds of cities in Yan, more than just fields as far as the eye can see. There are glamorous palaces and busy markets, and so many more fascinating things. I'm just coming back for a little break. Then I'll go out on a long journey again. I don't know how many years it will be. Da Huang isn't the backwater hovel it once was. There are many people who can take care of these fields for you. Are you sure you don't want to go and see with me? I realize that the world outside isn't so different from Da Huang after all. How long has it been? Decades? Centuries? Perspectives change. The more you see, the more you realize that people are the same everywhere. Devious, but predictable. Yes, now I fully understand what the gentleman said before he died. Just how long do you plan to stay here, my dear sister? Wei? Why do you still shut yourself away like this? It took us so much effort to get you out of that hill. Shu's not here. Want to go for a walk with me? There's nothing new here, but the produce is on another level compared to the agricultural plates in the other cities. Say, have you seen how they make booze out of grain yet? Ugh. Did the Qianqi bureaus come looking for trouble? I'm not afraid of the Qianqi bureaus. With skills like that, you should be dealing with that big guy outside who refuses to move. All the Qianqis are out there for the relief effort. What can I do on my own? It's not like I could do it with my own 2 hands. I'm so bored. Come on, let me see what you're drawing. No. Oh, don't be like that. I could give you ideas if you've got art block or whatever. Get out. Why so nervous? Looks like you're hiding something. No, I'm not. Something's just bothering me. The folks at the Qianqi bureaus might be annoying, but they can't actually do anything about you. The Imperial Court has already given us a guarantee. The worst they could do is complain. So, you're bothered about him. I can feel his presence. He never hides. Are you sure you don't want to go and see him? We're family, after all. No. Wow, you really are cold. I heard he always brought you the best paintings of the era whenever he passed by your hill. Don't pretend you didn't like them. Things are different now. When was the last time you saw him? Can't say I remember. His business got so big that he started getting warnings from the Sui regulator. He pulled things back a little afterwards. He's been enjoying himself the last few years, sightseeing all over Yan. But the Sui regulator keeps a much tighter eye on him than it does us. Oop. How do you know all that? I had a peek in the regulator's notebooks in the course of my dealings with them. The parts that weren't super double classified anyway. His business became so big. I always remembered him as that simple-minded boy following Shu around. with no eye for anything other than silkworms and mulberry. The last time I saw him was when he passed by, and I caught a glimpse through the painting. His eyes were clouded, repulsive, like the stinky Wei-Chi failure? I know. He was a Baizo. The year of Wei-Chi failure broke out. Who do you think Yan had its eyes on for the past few years while ignoring you and I? You think they're in cahoots? No idea. I thought Ling and Daj were the only ones he got along with. But he wouldn't have been able to call on people like he does now for the Sui regulator made a decision like that, would he? You know how comfortable he is in human skin. Every transaction in the books he submits every year to the Sui regulator is perfectly above board. You couldn't find a flaw in it if you put him under the microscope. He's always the first to donate whenever a city is hit by a catastrophe. The Sui regulator has to give him some respect on that point alone. You really think he did it out of kindness of his heart? He's our brother. I won't badmouth him behind his back. Yeah, right. Anyway, relationships like ours don't exist amongst humans. Brothers, sisters, You what? Get out of here, now, and no peeking. Fine, fine. No need to get all violent and excitable. Sibling ties in the worldly sense mean nothing to us, after all. Maybe Yanese historians will invent a word to describe our relationship in a few hundred years or so. Maybe. But we would have thrown a few more family reunions if you could change that stubborn streak of yours. I'm not stubborn. So, when are you going to show me the 12 scrolls in your study? Go away. Yes, I know it's 12. You kept one for Sanji, our third sister, even after she disappeared. Oh! So this is where the 12 art forms come from, or the 12 great arts. And Sanji is the one that no longer, or has died? I assume died. She says disappeared, which is an odd way of saying it. It means there's a possibility she can come back. Have you figured out who the people depicted in the scrolls are? Or did you give up on that? Unless you haven't even started on your self-portrait. Why are you so stubborn? A rainstorm. The dark clouds have dispersed, but the moisture in the air remains palpable. Zhao Lei watches He Sheng clench his teeth and press the switch on his apparatus. A large vehicle, the likes of which he has never seen, rolls over the fields, trampling row after row of crops underneath. Damn, that sucks. He's just basically wiping out the field. Oof. Wind blows past dead yellow leaves, making a sound like scornful laughter. Disaster comes and goes as it pleases. What can mortal men do before the will of heaven? All these crops have to be destroyed. Yes. It was my first ever test field, maize, all soaked in originium polluted water. No other choice. Restoring originium polluted soil is extremely difficult. The land is vast, but precious little of it is fit for farming. Even the cob of the corn was sweet. I tried it when I first came to Da Huang. It was the best thing ever. I wanted to grow it in the earth so that everyone could taste the sweetness, feel the joy that I did when I tried it for the first time. Only the bare earth is left once the engine rumbling passes. Found you, Zhuahe. The farmers are arguing with the Tianchis after the engineers bulldozed a field. You need to come. Hurry. God, I really want some rice now. Fried rice, curry rice. Oh my god, no. Stop going over them. It sounds delicious. No. Folks, the disaster has left us with little supplies and even less time. We can't afford any delays. The decision has already been made to abandon these farms. Please, let us pass through with our tools. Abandon? You liar. The Tianchis who planted here told me 2 days ago that the crop research was at a crossroads. Who gave you the authority to trample our fields with your trucks? Originium particle concentration in plate D4 soil samples exceed acceptable limits. That means this field is polluted and no longer usable. We've dealt with stuff like this every year. Who do you think you are, an outsider deciding that this field should be abandoned? These fields can't be moved. It's been polluted by natural disaster, and the higher-ups have made the decision not to save it. This is already a bad year for the harvest. There's going to be a famine if we don't save the fields. You've never seen thousands die of starvation, have you? All the people you care about is your construction projects. You're not helping to save the fields, you're trampling them. Da Huang belongs to us. You speak without wisdom. No wisdom, huh? I'll show you wisdom. Uh-oh. You dare strike me? Wait, is this still her talking? I think this is still her talking, right? Oh, right, she just turned angry. Got it. Screw you, son of a... I'll show you, son of a... Hey, everybody, calm down. Uncle Wang, these fields... Just look, it's bad enough that the fields were ruined by Originium. Now these people are running over it with their trucks. All they talk about is ministers and reports. Minister who? We've never seen them. We've not received any notice of these fields being abandoned. I thought the decision had been made to prioritize saving the soil. You didn't hear. The construction supplies have arrived. The rebuilding of Da Huang resumed last night. The cost of soil repairs has been reassessed based on the latest damage reports. The decision was made to prioritize construction on the core and abandon the outer agricultural plates, and make preparations to move to the core city. What? Has research on the source of the pollutant been completed? Why the hasty decision? This comes from Tianchi bureaus. Way up. You can ask up the chain yourself if you don't believe it. Why do I get the sense they're responsible for this being polluted? Yishang turns around. The farmers stare blankly at the tread marks left on the fields. If the Tianchi Bureau's instructions are to abandon the fields, we will comply. But these fields aren't just places of work, they're people's homes as well. If there hasn't been a formal notice of evacuation, please, move this equipment elsewhere, at least for now. Fine. But it will happen in the next few days. Duoxy. I understand the hard work you folks put into farming this land, but things have changed. People were stuck to the earth before the nomadic cities. Today, though, most agriculture takes place in hydroponic facilities on mobile plates. To be frank, there's nothing special about this land. You said you're studying originium-resistant crops, but nothing's come of the research after all these years, has it? Damn. I'm just not sure. If this is the only result, then there is no way to expand the application of Wanqing, the 10,000 Qing of Fertile Fields project. All these years and nothing to show for it. Not even a bud of hope. They're gone. What did you say to them, Zwei? Nothing special. I think we should get to cleaning up, Uncle Wang. Big Buffalo! Big Buffalo! What are you doing just standing there? What are we gonna do? Listen to the Tianchis and move Duahang away? Leave all these fields behind? We should go ask Xiangzhang. Say something! She would be the first to know if anything was happening to Duahang. If she isn't saying anything, that means it's out of her hands. And mine. Why are you holding your head like that? Maybe Shenong really was a celestial Xian. Otherwise, how could she have carved out farmland in an environment like this? Sure, Shenong was amazing, but it's amazing how people have taken care of the land. Shenong would be so mad if you give up this easily. Whoa! Grainbud steps on something and hastily pulls her leg back. A figure rises from the swaying rice. Oh, that was a good dream. I dreamed of a bumper harvest before a catastrophe woke me up. Why are you sleeping in the fields? Someone might step on you. You already stepped on me. That's because you're sleeping in the fields. Apologies, sir. Are you okay? I'm not injured, but I've got a big muddy footprint on this fine fabric. It's your fault for not watching where you're sleeping. You should watch where you're walking. Grain buds? Well, what do you want me to do? Wash it for you? Buy a new set? Forget it. All my clothes are made of the finest stuff from all over the land. You wouldn't know how to wash it. Wow. Are you the one who delivered the relief supplies? Hey, you're awfully clever. I'm a trader who managed to make a few coins. I come back when I heard about the disaster that hit Da Huang. Got to do my part for my homeland after all. You're from Da Huang? Why were you sleeping in the fields then? Don't you have a home here? It's been so long that I could hardly recognize the place. Lost my way. Say, do you know where the Shadow Play Theatre is? Shadow Play? What's that? A kind of play that uses shadows cast by cloth-shrouded lamps and straw figures. A kind of play that uses Wait, what? Oh, do you not watch shadow plays here anymore? I've never seen it. Where do you celebrate the harvest now? The great stage. Just follow this path and turn left at the third tree. It's behind the Shenong Shrine. Oh, the Shenong Shrine is still here. That's good to hear. Thanks, you're the first one to point the way for me. Well, fate has determined that we would meet. Here, I have a wish for sale. Anything you like. The man opens his hand to reveal a round stone that gives off a serene glow. What's this? A wish for anything you desire. A wish? I don't believe you. You're a trader, not some Xian. How could you make my wish come true? I may be a humble trader, but I'm a big enough deal that I buy and sell anything. But the opportunity to trade with me doesn't come to everyone. For real? Grainbuds looks back at Hishang behind her, thinks about it, and turns back to the man. I wish Da Huang could always be safe and peaceful, and the harvest always good. Sure, I can sell you that wish. What will you pay me for it? Grainbuds, this guy is kinda weird. We should go. There's no use trying to scam me. I don't have any valuables. Doesn't have to be valuable in terms of monetary value. I accept anything that you value and treasure. Zwahi, can I play that song? Song? What song? Grainbuds pouts. You stupid buffalo. Far away, a few foul beasts perch atop a stock beast, picking bugs off its hide with their long beaks. The stock beast quietly munches on grass, while the foul beasts frolic atop, occasionally stretching their necks and chirping happily. Grainbuds puts her flute to her lips. The wind provides a gentle accompaniment. Green hills, flowing water, moonlight on the river. Sway, sway, little boat, let the flowers bloom. Silent are the stars on high, the wandering seeds sprout. Far on a boat you go, rice flowers in the wind. Sway, sway, far away you go. Every time they say Sui proxies, oh, Faithin. Faithin, how did you appear here? A fine payment. The stone is yours. Your wish will come true. Rainbuds puts down the flute, glares at Hishang and runs away fuming. She looked angry. Why? She arranged it for me when I took my entrance exam 3 years ago. I remembered, she just put me on the spot. Ah, such precious sentiment. What about you? Is there anything you would like to buy from me? Me? Thank you, but there's nothing I want in particular right now. Or should I say, What I want can't be bought. I have to earn it on my own. I could hear you out if you'd like. There isn't much I can brag about, but I've been to more places than most, and so I sell more things than most. You said you sell anything. Do you sell a future where nobody will starve? Yes. What? The more valuable the good, the higher the price. What price will you pay for your tremendous dream? Well, I've cleaned up the polluted crops, hey Sheng. Anything else you need me to... You? I'm not sure why you're staring at me, young man. Have we met before? Excuse me, sir, we need to talk. There's too many Suis in this one place. All right, how are we gonna do this? I think we oh, these rat bastards, man. I think we put her here to begin with. Actually, if we get a range character up here, we might actually be able to deal with these guys before they even get through. We need a fast range character, though. Are these guys already attacking? Wow, okay. That's not annoying at all. You. Okay, that's dealt with. Oh, we need a healer. We need a healer bad. Go. Heal. More healing. More healing. Okay, she's good. She'll survive. I guess. I wonder when they're gonna get all the Suis together. Like, when are they gonna end that storyline? And do they make them all playable? I feel like they... Actually, they might. You know what? They might. More healing. I don't know, 8 years from now? That's what I'm always wondering. I'm like... How long do we see... Oh, I forgot what her ability does. What the hell? What is that? Is that max range? I think it might be. At the target location. Ah. But yeah, I always wonder what their plan is. Like, are they just going to try and have Arknights go forever? Especially when Arknights Enfield comes out. Because we've had, for example, we've had Honkai Impact 3rd. They, like, finished that story, right? More likely to attack... Oh, I didn't see that. Uh-oh. More likely to do something. I'm actually going to pull her out and put him in. Pachunk. Alright, let's see if we can get her dealing huge damage. You think we'll segue full-time into Enfield? I think they will. I think the game is done, as in, like, gameplay-wise. I think they are just working on story at the moment. So I think when they finally release it, there's going to be so much content, it's going to be ridiculous. Kind of like how ZZZ is at the moment. There's going to be so much content. We need more damage. More damage. I should have faced this guy that way. Actually, this is the last one. There we go. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. It is going to be interesting how much they can keep up with updating Enfield, though. I feel like Enfield is just like another beast compared to normal Arknights in terms of creating content for it. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Honkai has or not even Honkai, Hoyoverse has a pretty decent way of doing it. With their workflows and everything. Like, all their characters are based off of certain body types that they have set. They don't have different body types, so their animations can kind of translate to all the different characters pretty easily. Mr. G. Ah, you must be young Lord Zwei. Alas, where are my manners? I didn't even prepare a gift for our first meeting. You know me. Eerie wail. Zwei reflexively reaches for his sword, but finds only a Tianchi apparatus for controlling agricultural instruments in his belt. His movement did not escape the man's attention. The corners of the man's mouth rise up slightly. No need to be nervous, Lord Zwei. These are but harmless toys. Weave cause to effect, cut unreal into real. Are these your creations? Just doing my part. The man waves his hand, and the strange creature turns to tiny threads before vanishing. The ways of the firmament proxies are mystifying. Petty parlor tricks, not much use to them. Pestilence and blight tend to follow a flood. Dealing with disaster you can't see or touch is hard. Weave it into an object and it becomes easier to deal with. My older sister would chastise me for violating the laws of nature if she saw me do this. You shouldn't be here. This is my childhood home, after all. I got a little homesick. I didn't know you kind had childhoods. We were all ignorant once, no matter how long our life spans. New things left a deeper impression on us. And we think more about those who were around us at the time. And we think more about those who were around us at the time. What? Who were around us, I guess? Any meeting of you and your siblings is an important matter that should have been reported to the Sui regulator in advance. The Imperial Court's convoy was delayed by catastrophe. I got word from the old Tianchi and immediately sent relief supplies out of my own pocket. I only saw my older sister briefly and haven't even caught a glimpse of the younger ones. Isn't the Sui regulator being a little, inhumane? The Sui regulator has instructions to keep a close eye on you. Even though I've never broken a single rule in all these years. It is not up to you. And yet, you're not wearing the garb of a candle holder. The man smiles. His demeanor is gentle, polite, relaxed. But Zwei cannot help but feel a chill up his spine. I have heard much about you, Lord Zwei. That we should meet here is certainly the will of heaven, and I would very much like to make your acquaintance. There's no need to flatter me. I've seen many a scion of blue blood families in Baizhou, plenty of them intelligent and learned. But it would be a challenge to find more than a handful who could get down to business and do honest work like you. In the 11th month of last year, you entered the den of the Langyi Shanghaizong by yourself and rescued dozens of innocent prisoners. In the 2nd month of this year, you braved numerous dangers in pursuit of that special goblet. The uninformed believed you to have risen to your position at such a young age because of your father. What do they know of the dangers of a candleholder's duty? Why should one mistake wipe out all the hard work you've done in the past? You're not supposed to know of these things. A businessman hears many things. After all, the things one hears can be a commodity too, if another is willing to pay a price for them. And it's my business to know what kind of customer would pay what kind of price for information. For example, I know what's on the other side of the river to the north of Da Huang. I know what Nian is building there. Oh. I know you suspect that ulterior motives were involved in the catastrophe that struck Human. But all your leads come up empty. Am I right? Your meticulousness is impressive. But I would not underestimate the Sui regulator if I were you. We will get to the bottom of any suspicions we have. I would caution you to toe the line. Is this a word of advice from a friend? A word of warning from a candle holder of the Sui regulator? I'm sure you worry too much. The best Qianqis in all of Yan are all gathered in the Chamber of Heaven's designs north of Dahong. But, what can one little man do? Should you not be more concerned about the things across the river? What? Do you know how many Qianqis the Chamber of Heaven's designs has lost in the past 3 months? Don't you dare spread lies and rumors. Trust is a merchant's greatest asset. I never lie, Lord's Way. You can look into it yourself if you don't believe me. Then think about what you want to do and whether it might involve a deal with me. Everything is just as usual. The wind is silent. Stock beasts bury their heads in the grass. The girl looks around. Stupid Mian Mian. How many times have I told you not to run away? Stupid Zwahi. He doesn't even remember my song. I'm not playing with him anymore. Layer after layer of leaves block out the sky. The wind brings with it the pleasant scent of rice. The earth is damp and she leaves footprints in it as she steps upon it, walking forward while brushing aside the leaves that hide the skies. Mian Mian, it's time to go home. Mian Mian, why did you run away? Get back to your pen or I'm going to get schooled along with you. Or scolded along with you. A gentle breeze brushes by. The large, dark eyes of the stock beast reflect the skies, the clouds, and the fields. Grainbud sees her own reflection in those eyes. I'm going away. Huh? I don't want to eat grass anymore. What? Has Zwahi been putting weird stuff in the fodder again? I'll talk to him and make sure you guys are eating properly. It's scary here. Death is coming. Will you come with us? You mean the flood a few days ago? No need to be scared. The flood is gone. I'll build tougher houses for you so you won't have to be afraid when catastrophe comes. I'll protect you. No, it comes from across the river. Look beneath your feet. Beneath what? Grainbud sees her own reflection in those eyes. A gentle breeze brushes by. The large, dark eyes of the stock beast reflect the skies, the clouds, and the fields. The girl looks around. Stock beasts bury their heads in the grass. The wind is silent. Everything is just as usual. No, it's not. Not when you keep saying that. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Uncle Wang, what are you doing? Moving trees. Peace tree? It was in perfectly good shape. Why are you moving it? What about those Tumu Tianchis? Give me a hand to move that dirt over there. They've gone back to the factories. They'll be transporting materials through here in a bit. Everyone knows that there's no saving this land. Zwahi, you're a student at the Qianqi Bureau. But you're also from around here. Tell us, what's happened to the land? I don't know. Yeah, I know. Every inch of land is business to the Mandarins. How much money it takes to turn them into moving plates and how much money they stand to make. But this is our home. My family has lived here for generations. How could they tell us to abandon our home just like that? This is my home too. I promise I'll get to the bottom of what's happening here. I'll find a way to save the land. What use are your promises? They promised to take these fields along when they started building the Matic City. Fine. I'll pretend I lost the land to a catastrophe, but I'm taking this tree with me. My grandpa's grandma planted it. The people in the cities think home is something you can take with you. Well, this tree is my home, and I'm taking it with me. I'll help. The old farmer lifts the peace tree onto his shoulder, carrying his home. He leaves deep footprints in the mud. Sheng looks back at the core city as he carries the heavy tree. The lumberjack looks down, a blank expression on his face. After a period of silence, he opens his mouth. Are you looking for something? You can talk? What are you doing here? My stock beast ran away. I came to bring him back. What stock beast? Right here. She points to her side. The water underneath her feet reflects her figure, the clouds, the sky. There is straw all around, but no sign of any animal. She blinks. I could have sworn he was here. Follow me. I'll help you find your stock beast. Have a seat, Lord Zwell. Assistant Minister Ning. What a coincidence. From Shangshu to Yumen, now to Da Huang. You must be an outstanding candle holder to be handed such responsibility. What are your instructions? Please, no need for such formality. I would not be meeting you here if this was official business. There is a matter that requires your assistance in a less than official manner. About the Sui proxies? The 12 Pagodas and 5 Cities project is of crucial importance to Great Yan. Having 4 proxies here in the same place at a time like this is a headache, to say the least. There may be devastating consequences if someone with ulterior motives decides to cause trouble. Do you mean to say that you already know someone intends to cause trouble? Are you aware that the development of Da Huang has resumed? The trader's supplies. You should not interfere with such matters. All I know is that he had a meeting with Assistant Minister Wan from the Ministry of Engineering. Do you know him? I'm familiar with him. He has been working on Da Huang's mobile plant development in recent years, but he also participated in Newman's repairs a few months ago. What is Ji planning? Ji has known to be close to Shu, and the two of them used to farm Da Huang 1,000 years ago. Ji later left Da Huang to start a business. He returns to Da Huang once every few decades. The last visit was 60 years ago. You recall these details well. Do you suspect that he intends to sabotage Da Huang? Right now, we need to figure out why he came back to Da Huang. This is what I would like you to uncover. The Ministry of Rights and the Sui regulator have long been at odds over the Sui issues. Yet now you're asking me to do this. Where do you stand yourself? As a candle holder, my duty is to my orders, of course. You want to be a good sword. That way, it's not the sword's fault, even if it kills the wrong person. I'm not trying to shirk responsibility. Have you ever thought about why the Sui regulator wants to eliminate the Sui by force? If there comes a day when Yumen goes to the capital, ending the existence of both cities and the Ferrenmet to the sound of cannon fire, do we really say we had no choice about all the people who lose their homes and soldiers who lose their lives? Was there really no other way? What prompts you to ask me to do this? The welfare of the people, not the cloaks and daggers of the court. Honesty and integrity. I'm sure the answer is right there in your heart. The man points at the calm surface of the river, smooth like a river, almost like it is frozen in place. The water reflects the clouds in the sky and the girl's face. The stock beast is inside. In the river? You want to find him. Go down. All right. I'll find him down there and bring him back to his pen. The river channel booms with the sound of crashing water and rolling air. This isn't polluted water, is it? The girl steps forward. What? Come back. You'll die. The old lumberjack suddenly raises his axe high before putting it back down meekly. What? Let me go, Zushi. I'll bring her back. I know how to handle it. She's not that far gone. Let me go and I can bring her back. Zushi, no. She can still be saved. Zushi! There is only one death here. She's beyond all help. You can't save her. Go back. Put up a grave monument. What? Huh? It's like he just showed her a vision of the past or of the future. What? Whoa. Where do you think you're going, you idiot? Huh? The stock beast is down there. The old lumberjack just told me. I'm bringing him back. You're the stock beast, you dumb rice brain. Are you talking about me? Of course I'm talking about you. You think there's a stock beast down there? Are you blind or stupid? Oh, shut up. Splat. A piece of river mud hits Grainbuds in the face. What? Her sight remains surprisingly clear. She still sees everything before her. What's going on? Grainbuds tries to wipe the mud away, but there is something hard in the mud that sticks to her face. Why are there two pieces of you? Of rice? Uncle? Oh, where's the mute uncle? What uncle? All I see is you trying to jump into the water, you crazy idiot. Now throw that away. Grainbuds washes away the mud by the river. The angry girl turns around. There is nobody in the forest beyond the levee, but she stares long and hard into the woods and nods. The footsteps grow distant, disappearing amongst the trees. Oh, there's something weird going on around here. Has violated the statutes by entering Da Huang and meeting proxies without permission. The penalties hereof are temporarily deferred in consideration of his assistance in the disaster relief efforts. It is hereby ordered that depart Da Huang within 3 days under the supervision of the Sui regulator. Any delays will be subject to strict penalties. The red stamped letter sits prominently at the center of the table. It seems that whoever placed it here knew when the master of the room would return and how she would react. You wouldn't tell it to my face. You say you trust me, but will we ever have a chance to sit down and talk to each other again? You're farming the event and it becomes a slideshow? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, is that are you farming it on PC or are you farming it on mobile? I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of events, like endgame events on this that start turning into slideshows on mobile. But PC, it usually holds up pretty well. It usually holds up. Alright, where'd we get to? We got to stage 4. Nice. Nice, nice. Verification expired. Please log in again. Eh? Why do I need to log in? Yeah, but never as bad as this. Oh no. Oh no. Data expired. Please log in again. Wait, what? Acquiring update? Interesting. It just kicked me all the way out. Arknights. Data expired. Oh, is it the client? It might be the client. I might have to close it. 1 second. What? Close. I think the server's crashed. I just got booted too. Oh, really? Oh, no. No! Arknights, don't do it! Don't do it! Stop. Ugh. Let's get some background music going. Let's have a look. Arknights Reddit. Let's see if people are freaking out. New. No one's speaking about it yet. Oh well, I guess it's dead. I mean, we're about to end it there anyway, so hey, look at that. We done did it. We done did it. So we got up to stage 4. I expect we're going to be able to complete this tomorrow. So that should be easy. Easy. And yeah. I don't think there's anything else really. Cool. The story does seem to be hitting an interesting point though. I'm very intrigued if she just saw the future, she saw the past, or there's something really weird going on with her. I forgot her name already. It's something weird. Beanstalk? No, Beanstalk's another character. Green Bean. I think it was Green Bean. Yeah, I think there's something definitely interesting going on there. Cool. Oh well, we will end it there, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Good luck to the rest of you. Hopefully the servers come back up and you guys can continue grinding away. But yeah, I will leave it until tomorrow. Cool. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, you're back in. Nice. Good. See ya.